think I should be ready to go, hopefully. If not, I'll just do what I always do, play it by ear. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, in our last game, we had an interesting time on the boat. We started off with the captain asking you guys for assistance. They found this haunted island where there was these people stranded, screaming for help. Reluctantly, you guys finally decided to help.
Small correction.
Yep.
She didn't ask for our help. She forced us to help. She threatened us.
Okay.
That's how I remember it as well. She was not polite about the whole situation.
She extorted us.
Caring about her crew, she didn't want to risk sending them and leaving a boat with no crew.
So she wanted to risk the paying customers.
Yeah, it's better than her crew.
Man, look where she's ended up because of it.
Yeah. So she, so you guys went over there and saved the people, came back. You guys gave her, I believe Costa, yelled at her for it. And then, I think a few days later, you, no. It was right after that, right? First you got...
had a rest.
Yeah, first you had an attack with these creatures in the water. I think that's
the
marrow.
It was about 2 days later.
After the marrow, before? Oh, it was after.
No, it was after
before.
the Ghost Island.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, and then 2 days later, you guys had that encounter with the marrows. During that encounter, that's when you guys decided we're not going to help. During the battle, Costa went up on deck and started, I don't know, yelling at the captain or giving her a lesson. Or
I think the technical term for it was being a bit of a prick.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you always are, so... well, not you, but Costa. Well, I don't really know. You might be. So anyway,
best ask my girlfriend.
Yeah, I'll ask her. I'll Facebook her. So then, during that fight, the captain kept screaming at you, Costa, to help, and you just kept talking to her. So she ended up shooting you in the leg with the crossbow bolt. And that's when you went back downstairs. But at that time, I think everyone else was coming upstairs, and battle broke out between you and her, where you guys, since she and her crew were the ones battling these creatures, they weren't in any shape to take you guys on as well, and probably weren't in any shape to take you guys on at all, even if they weren't battling those creatures. But they lost, and you were able to get the captain knocked out unconscious. All that's left was her first mate and I believe her deck wizard and one of her crew.
Yep.
And one commoner left. So that's kind of where we are picking up.
Yeah. I'd like to start proceedings off by shooting her once in each leg with my crossbow.
I think you got her in one leg already. She just has the other one.
Yeah. So
I think that should be our departing gift when we maroon her on a haunted island.
Yeah.
We still need to convince this group to help us sail this death trap of a ship the rest of the way.
Well, it's going to be in their interest. They're not going to be want to stuck at sea with us.
Yeah, so you guys are sitting on this deck. The captain's sprawled out on the deck floor. Her first mate is still looking at you guys, scared. His hands are up. The wizard is standing there as well with her hands up, like no one's moving. They don't know what to do. They're waiting for you guys for instructions. And please don't kill us. We were just following orders.
I will. Oh, Greg?
I was going to... No, if you say... What were you going to say?
Just going to saunter up to the first mate, look him up and down, pick a bit of maybe lint off his clothing, or loose thread. How would you like to... Would you like to be promoted?
I don't... Well, I don't know. I suppose if it means saving my life.
We shall spare all of you So as long you get us to Boulder's Gate and back.
I think I'll, at this point I'll kind of saunter over to him and put a hand around his shoulder and say, "My boy, leadership finds us at the strangest of times. It's when you grasp these moments, take them by the balls. I've got faith in you, lad. I knew it from the start."
Are you ready to be the man you were destined to become?
I'll be sure. Yes, I can do this.
That's the spirit, boy.
What are we gonna do with her?
Don't you worry about her. We've got a tiny hut we can keep her in for the time being. I mean, what would you like to do with her? More to the point, laddie.
Well, I can't keep her in the tiny hut. She can waltz in and out. I say we tie her to the mast.
How about we tie her up, hog tie her? I know a good knot. Stick her in one of your dinghies, and then stick her out the back of the boat, attached to another rope.
The mage comes down, and she says, "Let's be civilized here.
We are.
You could put her in her room until this is all over."
Wait. The captain's room? No, that belongs to that gentleman right there.
Yeah, she's no longer the captain.
He's like, "Oh, she can. We can put her in there."
No, nonsense. That's where all the baps and such are. You need that room to get us to Baldur's Gate.
It's your room now, my boy.
All right. Yeah, he clearly, like, he obviously knows he has to do it, but he's friends with her, so he's he feels bad about it, but he would rather live. And he agrees, and he says, there's a smaller room we could put her in. The bosun's room."
Fine.
Isn't he still alive? Oh, wait,
I was gonna say I looked at the bosun. I'm like, oh, sounds like the bosun's getting promoted.
The bosun just like,
dead, isn't he?
no, he's still alive.
He's right next to you.
Yeah, he's right here.
I thought he got hit by the marrow.
He did, but he survived it.
Oh shit! All right. Congratulations, other boy. You have been promoted
Oh,
to coxswain. It is
what?
an imaginary role I just invented.
He's totally looking confused, and he's completely like slashed up, and he's like bleeding, but so he's really not paying much attention.
I'm gonna healing word him first level.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, he's thank you. He says, "I don't want anything bad to happen to her."
Well, we didn't when we set off, but now there's nothing more I'd like to do than shoot her in her other fucking leg.
Well, the first mate says, "All right, well, we'll get her down there and tie her up. We do have a skeleton crew now. It's gonna be hard to get this ship going, but it might take a little longer to get there."
Whatever it takes, Captain.
He like stumbles when you say that, but he just nods, and they start to pick her up.
Did she have a hat? The original captain?
Yes, she did.
I'm gonna mage hand it and sort of like telekinetically place it on the first mate's head.
Okay. He when it lands on his head, he just makes like a awkward smile, like thanks.
I start clapping and be like, everybody, round of applause for the new captain.
Yeah.
Yay. Clap, 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 clap.
And with that, they drag her away downstairs.
So how many more days have we got left at sea?
Normally, you would have had 4 more days because you were on the 6th day. Did you ask him? Is that what you were asking him or me out of character?
Well, either.
Well, yeah, he would have just told you it would probably take like maybe an extra day.
Okay.
Wonderful. More time to work on my character.
So yeah, I would assume at some point they started giving all these dead bodies a burial at sea. This poor commoner has been crying the entire time because she has no idea what's happening.
Staunch your tears. Get to work. There is sailing to be done.
I'm not a sailor.
Well, too bad.
You are now.
Congratulations.
You've been
You
promoted.
found employment.
I was just a passenger on that boat.
Well, so are we.
Here we are, running the whole shindig.
She she doesn't know what to do. She walks off and goes to talk to the first mate.
The captain.
Get it right.
Yes, the captain.
Speaking of which, who is now the new first mate? I vote Renda.
The bosun says, I guess that would be me.
I said I voted Renda.
But you said
I second that.
I was promoted?
You were promoted to coxswain.
What does that do?
That, my dear boy, is when you listen to whatever the captain has for you to do.
That's what I always did.
Precisely.
Just do it at a higher level now.
Exactly. Your responsibilities remain the same.
It's like going from private to private first class, you know?
Okay. He just like shrugs. Yeah. So the captain and the deck wizard, they come back up, and yeah, they start telling the other sailor and the bosun like what the plan is and to get the ship going. And they set sail.
All right. Well, Rendar's gonna stay above deck and be a part of the crew. 3 of us. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna check on the captain.
I was gonna say
I
we
don't
should
trust
stop
that
in
wizard.
and check on the cap, make sure she's bound properly.
It's bound properly, and I make sure the wizard didn't slip or anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll knock first. I'm a gentleman. Giovanni's a gentleman.
Yeah. You go down below. You open the door because she's still tied up, so she couldn't open it. When you come in, she's definitely she's tied up and her hands are behind her back and she's just sitting on the ground, on the floor. She looks at you and she just kind of like, no, I guess she's still passed out actually.
We'll get up on a chair.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not comfortable being on the floor. Get up on a chair, and sort of like security, and just pat down.
Is
body,
there a
make sure
lock
it's
on the door to that room?
There is a lock. Yes.
Who has the keys to that lock?
They probably have it. I will
Okay.
pat her down though.
Okay.
Yeah.
No knives, no nothing. No funny business.
Let's see. No, she doesn't have anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna scan the room, make sure there's nothing in there that she could get a hold of to mount a counterattack or anything.
All right, give me a perception check.
Probably should have had my character sheet open. There we go.
When you look around the room, you do see things like quills, papers. Like there's a small desk in this room. As you go through the drawers of the desk, you do find like a knife in there.
Not anymore. It's in my pocket.
And pretty much just writing stuff and logs and books. But besides the knife, nothing else.
All right. No windows in this room.
There are none.
Perfect.
All right then. I reckon she'll be awake in an hour to fall. Until then, well, let's enjoy this sailing vacation.
Okay.
I'll go down in about an hour or so and shoot her in her other leg.
Yeah, when you go down there and shoot her in another leg, it definitely wakes her up. And her head just pops up and she just screams. "Ah! What's going on? Why am I bound?"
For exactly the reasons you think you're bound. Bye then. And shut the door. Lock it.
You hear her screaming, "This is my ship! You get over here! Let me go!" Like as you walk away.
I'm gonna hear that. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna bring some food. Because I'll try to be nice. Just
Who is it? Let me out.
tis me. Tis me.
You're gonna get in trouble for this. You'll regret it.
I assume your I assume your anger is means that I can come in.
I can't
I'll
stop
unlock
you. All right. Yeah, she's sitting there tied up, and you see that she has a crossbow bolt in her leg. Is it a crossbow bolt? Yeah, right.
Yes, yeah, it is.
I'll I'll give it a heal.
Okay.
Look at that.
Nice. She says, well, thank you. You can maybe let me go now? I'm
That's
sure we
hilarious.
can come up with an agreement.
You're very funny, you know that. No, I just came here to bring you some food. Thought you might be peckish after such a wondrous battle.
She says, listen, I know when I made a mistake. Let's just pretend like this never happened.
So I have an assortment of cheeses, hardtack, and dried meats. Which one would you like first? Since you are bound, I will have to feed you, or rather, Amadeus will have to feed you.
She thinks for a second and she says, fine. I do need to get my strength back. And, yeah, what were the options? Pound meat, or what was it? Meat?
Cheeses, hardtack, and some dried meats.
I'll have the meat.
No, my dear, you can have all three. I was just asking which one you wish to have first. Entrees, appetizers, main course, dessert.
Well, doesn't matter then.
All right, Amadeus, feed her.
He starts to feed
And
her.
I'll have him feed her. Sit outside.
When she screamed earlier, I was laying in my hammock, and I heard it from the deck below, and it was just like, oh great, 5 days of this.
Yeah, so after this, yeah, you do hear her every now and then. She's screaming out, like, let me out of here. And she starts screaming out names of her crew to let her go. But clearly they know, like, if they do, they're going to end up dead. So they're staying away and trying to be as good as they can.
I mean, we're not heartless. They wouldn't wind up dead. They'd just be not on the ship anymore. Depends on how long they can swim.
Yeah. So yeah, the first night, are you guys doing anything like special? Or are you just all gonna go to take a rest?
I don't trust anybody right now, so I'm gonna make the tiny hut in front of the door of where the previous captain is staying.
Okay. When she hears you first coming over there before you cast a spell, she's like, "Who's there? Let me out. I'll give you money."
I'm assuming, well, the other guys the other guys are going to be right next to me, since they have to be
Yeah.
next to me when I cast
Yeah.
the spell. All right, we haven't pillaged the coffers in the captain's room. Should we do that?
Probably a good idea. Return on investment. I mean, we paid for passage on a ship, and now we've had to work for it as well. Need a
Right.
refund.
Well, I do feel bad if we pillage everything. So
Well, we gotta leave them enough to keep the
Yeah, we-
ship sailing and such.
We're not monsters.
well, at least take back our expenses. What we've paid already.
Right?
Well, we break even. Everybody's happy, except her. All right, hurry back. I'll be
So-
waiting.
So okay, you go through. You got to go through all this stuff. When you go through all their stuff, you find a total. You find 900 copper pieces, 500 silver pieces, 80 gold pieces, and you also find 6 gemstones that are worth 50 gold pieces each.
How much money did we spend for the journey? Rather, how much did we pay her?
Oh, well, where- well, it was not that much. It was like, oh, I forget now. Let me see.
It's supposed to be something like several gold pieces per day.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, no.
Said like a couple
It-
silver
Yeah,
a day.
it was. I think it was 5 silver a day, something like that.
Yeah, so we'll take 10. Just take 10. We'll consider the rest, workman's compensation.
I might nick the gems.
You gonna take them?
Yeah, yeah.
all right.
Gems go in my pocket.
Okay. Yeah, you got 6 gemstones. So yeah,
What were they
you,
worth again?
50 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Yeah, so you cast your spell. You hear her, like, she's screaming for a long while after this. She's not being quiet. So I'm not sure how it is in your tiny hut, if you can hear on the outside or not. Can you?
Yeah, sound passes through.
All right. Yeah, so you're gonna hear her like
And
Just-
if she's still screaming by the time Costa wants to go to bed, then he'll go and like stick a sock in her mouth or something.
she
The one he's
screams.
been wearing.
She screams for a good 2 hours. And then she kind of tires herself out and she passes out.
Yeah, well, she won't be able to speak tomorrow because her throat will be very sore. That's a plus.
And so
The captain happened to have like a dragon chest set or like any cards in her cabin.
definitely she would have had like cards for sure.
I'd definitely grab a pack of cards and bring them back down. And anybody for a game?
No.
Yeah, why not?
I'm not much of a gambling man.
Oh, I mean, no gambling involved. Just friendly game.
All right then.
And I'll just deal a hand of cards to everybody and sit there and while a couple hours away while she screams herself hoarse.
All right. The next morning when you guys are hanging out, you can hear her clearly in there trying to like ruffling around and begging stuff, trying to get out. But so far she does not seem to be able to. Seems pretty bound up really well. It's a
I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna pull.
Oh,
it
I was gonna say, wait, before we open the door, I turned to you guys like, hey, you want to wait for the sound of her charging the door and then we just swing it open and she runs into the wall?
That would be very funny.
I think so. I think it'd be quite worth watching.
Let's wait.
Yeah.
No, rather yet. Open the door so she runs into the hut.
Ooh, that'd be good too. I like that one. And yeah, we're gonna stand there and try and time it to get her to run through the open door into the side of the hut.
All right. Give me I don't know. Let's do a dex check.
Nah.
No, it was a 10. So yeah, you do it. Like yeah, you hear her banging in there, and then she starts to run, and you open the door, and doom, she hits the dome, falls back. What? Ah! Her hands behind her back. She's like just rolling over on her side. Oh.
My
Oh, that was totally worth it.
My dear, what have you gotten yourself into?
She says, I have to use the latrines.
Well, all right, I shall accompany you.
She says, that's not appropriate.
I never said I was going to watch you piss, slag. I went outside.
All right. So we bring her to the latrines.
As you're walking there, I'd be like, do a thorough investigation before she uses them.
Ah, yes. I'll take a look around.
Right, give me.
We're good.
Did you want to do a perception check or did you...
No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna peer. I'm not gonna peer into the goddamn toilet, or rather, into the ocean.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. She does her business, and when she comes out, she kind of pleads with you again to end this madness.
No. We go. Well, there isn't much for a shower or bath on the ship, so you'll have to stink. I'm gonna take her back to her quarters, her holding cell.
Okay. So
All right. No,
Yes.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna ask the Laren for the deck of cards.
Hand it over.
All right, all of you, be busy, run the ship, hoist the sails, get us to Baldur's Gate. I shall keep our captain entertained.
I turned to Costa. I've always wondered what the view from the crow's nest was like.
Oh, I've absolutely no interest in that whatsoever, but you fill your boots, boy.
How are the waters today?
they're nice and calm.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna try and climb up to the crow's nest.
All right. Yeah, you climb up to the crow's nest. You can see far, but yeah, you don't see anything out there. Just open sea.
Yeah, climb all the way to the top, look all the way around, immediately come back down, find Costa, and go, too much water, not enough land, I don't like it.
Yep, that's what I imagined.
So is
I'll
there
get
any?
Rendar to...
Okay.
So I was going to get Rendar to clean boots, mend holes in socks, sharpen sword, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I have all the job.
Oh, listen to me, boy. Just because you've been given other responsibilities doesn't mean you can start bad-mouthing me. First and foremost, you're my private. Now get on with my fucking boots.
Sort of shoulder slumped, probably bumps his head on the railing as he walks down from the top.
So is there anything special you wanted to talk to her about while you were alone, or you just wanted to play cards?
No, I'm just gonna say, do you have any fives? And I check her deck, check her hand. No, you don't.
She says,
And I keep playing.
I'm not playing cards with you.
Technically, you are at the moment. I'm playing for you. Look how much fun we're having. We're bonding.
Yeah, so she just kind of pouts the entire time you play.
Play some blackjack. It will stay. The house
Right.
always wins.
Right.
You have a 13 showing.
So yeah, she's just constantly grunts, and every now and then she pulls at her bonds to see if she can break out of them, but they're really well. And we go through the same routine where I guess you would feed her, and she uses the bathroom every now and then, and she kind of gives her crew dirty looks when she goes to the bathroom or when you let her out.
Would you like to be washed?
She goes, I don't, just leave me alone. If you're not going to let me go.
Well, I won't be doing any of the washing. My Amadeus will be, so nobody will be seeing your privates or whatnot, your unmentionables.
Fine. Very well then.
Have Amadeus close the door, lock it, have him clean.
Okay. Yeah, so that goes on. The next day, again, it's pretty much clear sailing for the next 2 days. So if there's anything you guys wanted to do in that time, you could just let me know, or we could fast forward.
I'm gonna work on my character building with the captain. What do you think? What do you think? Too much?
She's too much of what?
Too much facial hair? Little less? More? 5 o'clock shadow? 8?
I don't think you can do anything that cover that face of yours.
Should I have a limp? I'm posing as an underground pit fighter after all.
You should let me go. Her arms and like from the bonds are like bruised and bleeding a little bit from her pulling at them.
I'm going to try a various assortment of accents. Tell me which one you like the best.
She starts flipping out. She's just going crazy. And she's like just screaming at the top of her head, just leave it alone, get out of here, you stupid monologue. She's just going off.
I'm just going to pull out one of my sonnets and just read them off in all different kinds of accent. Too much? Too much? Too much bass? Should I more of a baritone or a soprano, a tenor? What do you think?
She's losing her mind. She's just like, ah! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! She's...
If this wakes Costa up, he'll go in and he'll chuck one of his boots at her head and then get Rendar to go get it and polish it.
I'm not doing this at night. This is like during the day.
This is during the day.
Yeah, but Costa will be
He's
daydreaming.
an old man. He naps midday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
So at some point she just kind of just goes completely like stone cold and just stares into a blank like void, and she just doesn't respond anymore.
Some people just don't deal with quarantine, do they?
She can't take his voice anymore. She's like lost it.
Hey. Sort of snap at her. Wake up! Wake up!
She's like twitching. Just put me on the rowboat. Just let me go.
Well, you still haven't told me what you think about this one. And I'll go into another accent.
All right. What is Zeleron doing at this?
I'm probably rooting around the below decks, just going through all of their supplies, see what kind of things I can find. Namely, I'm looking for arrows. I want to replenish my stock.
You find mostly crossbow bolts,
Balls.
but you do.
Greg, you might want to resupply.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely grab like I don't know a few handfuls of anything useful I find.
You do actually find only 4 arrows, like
That's
that were
more
like
than I had.
left over. All right.
I'll grab like a couple handfuls of crossbow bolts, and when I get back to the group, I just Costa, I found these down below decks. You might do you well.
Thank you, Les. Good girl. Thanks.
Eye twitches.
So the next day comes, another beautiful day. You get, we'll just say the same routine keeps happening, and she's lost it. Her hair's all frizzed out now, and she's from shaking her head and screaming, and her wrists.
If I see it, like if she looks like a total mess, I'm gonna have Amadeus comb her hair as as I continue my routine.
And that just makes her even more mad that you just keep like making her look better. Like you just keep cleaning her up. Like it just keeps pissing her off. And then you guys start to hear chatter coming from up above, and you hear the bosun boy call down, I think you guys should get up here.
If it's more marrow, I don't want to deal with them.
No, we'll have to go. Might as well, it's our ship now. Close the door, lock it.
Yeah, when you go up to the top deck, you see that the water that was once very clean and crystal clear almost, well, not crystal, but it was very clean, is now starting to turn like almost black and just murky.
Where have you sailed us, Captain?
He's looking at his maps and everything, and he's going through each one, like flipping them over. He's like, I'm pretty sure we're only half a day's away. He's like flipping through the maps again. He's like,
Then again, it might be a runoff of Baldur's Gate. I've known to see black rivers run before in the streets.
I turn to the coxswain and I say, "You coxswain, cast a line in that. See if it comes back covered in anything."
he's like, all right, and he goes and he grabs like a hook thing and throws it in there, like a net. It goes through the water for a little bit, and then as it comes back up, it smells very foul.
Yep, definitely runoff.
Don't look at me. There's nothing to do with me.
As he starts to try and bring it onto the ship, I'm like, I don't think we need that anymore. You can cut it back in the water.
He's like, yeah, he was like starting to gag as it was coming up. It's just, and then you notice that same foul stench just starts coming around the ship from everywhere. Like it's just starting to stink really, really bad.
I remember you guys mentioning something about the scent, the trademark smell of Baldur's Gate. I'd expected something a little bit more pleasant, perhaps.
It's not quite the same. Not quite how I remember it.
Yes, it's a little smellier than usual. Than I remembered, anyways.
All right. So suddenly, the whole ship just boom, like it feels almost like you hit something, and you hear like wood cracking underneath. Everyone, give me a dexterity saving throw.
"13 is Rendar."
Wow.
All right. Zaileron and Rendar. No, Zaileron, sorry. Giovanni Costa and Giovanni Costa and
Rendar.
It's confused me because I kept saying your name. Yeah, you all get thrown and fall prone and fall to the ground. Zaileron, you're able to quickly like keep your balance and grab on the side or something like that. What do you do?
I turn to go, Captain, is that normal?
He's like, no, we must have hit something. There shouldn't be any rocks down there. And he's like flipping through these maps, but he's also on the ground now.
Yes, look, Captain Obvious. We hit something. We're on the floor.
In the front of the ship, to the right, well, not all the way, but in the front, like right over here, you see the water just start to bubble. Like it's just gross and just bubbling up. It looks...
Turn us towards the coast, Captain. Turn us towards the coast.
Like,
limp us home.
The ship's not moving. And then the boy's like, he comes to the end and he says, it looks like something's coming up. And
Or
once
we're
he's
going down.
And when he says that, this huge creature just starts to rise out of the water.
We're gonna throw a kraken at us. We do a level 6. Oh, never mind.
You see this thing, and you see these huge hooks come out and like grab onto the sides of the boat, and it starts to lift itself up. Everyone,
Here we go.
roll initiative.
We'll say, here we go again with this fucking story. Why have I seen this one before? A rerun.
I would probably shout something along the lines of, "Hey, watch where you're swimming. We had right away."
So you guys aren't in there. Did you select your tokens?
Yeah, I saw my name for a second there.
Huh.
Yeah, it looked like the turn order had opened and then closed and then opened again.
roll 20.
I was having some bizarre issues with it yesterday, but I think
Wow.
that might have just been me.
Yeah, no, I just opened up a window and it just closed on me. Like, I was like, okay. Nice, 23.
I got us in.
Awesome. All right.
I'm
So,
not on there.
Zaileron, you're the fastest. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire 2 arrows at it as it tries to climb over the side of the boat.
Okay.
I just shout, "This is our boat. We took it fair and square."
Get your own plunder.
I'm not in the initiative order.
You select your token? I'll roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll again. Or not. You're good.
What was your previous one? Oh, 7?
7.
7 again. All right.
Has a 15.
You shoot your arrow and it just goes tink and it falls off into the water. Hits its scaly skin.
Aha!
Nice. That one makes it right in between 2 of the scales.
I have an ally technically within 5 feet of it. Does that give me sneak attack?
Sure.
Yeah.
Max out the sneak attack. So max crit, that's 20 plus 11, that's 31.
Okay. Damn. You said 31?
Yeah, 31 damage. 5 plus the 6 sneak attack. 12 plus 8
Yep.
for the weapon damage.
Thank you. Yeah, it shoots right into it. And it kind of lets out this little roar.
And I'm gonna come up over here. And bonus action, I'm gonna hide behind this banister.
Okay.
Or try to, at least.
Giovanni.
Well, here we go again. Here, Randa, have fun. I'm gonna cast haste on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna move on towards the ballista and inspire. I'm gonna inspire Acosta.
Okay.
Thanks.
And that's it.
All right. The bandit is freaking out. He's like, "What is this, foul beast?" He shoots his crossbow at it. It just tinks off of its scaly skin. And then it's its turn. And it rises up over the deck. And it kind of looks down at the bosun and the other person. And it just swings a claw at it.
Alas, poor commoner, I did not know you at all.
Yeah, immediately just chopping her head right off. The head goes flying over
Oh.
the boat into the water, and her body falls. Then he swings at the bosun.
Her name was Angela. She had 3 sons.
I'm going to cutting words that.
Okay.
I think 11 still hits.
No, it doesn't actually. He has a 12.
Oh, look at that. You
Then
owe
it-
me. You owe me your allegiance, boy.
So then it looks at you for using your magic, and it spits water at you.
Ah.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm good. Oh, was that a strength or was that a strength save?
Oh, sorry, strength saving throw. So is the modifier the same or different? We can,
No. I'm a 0 on that. Fails.
Okay. Holy shit. Yeah. A lot of damage. And then you
Still
get
have health. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I can't. My haste is gone.
Yeah. And then it starts to speak. And it says, it's speaking in a language you obviously can't understand. And it says, yeah, well, you don't understand it. But it's speaking in an infernal language, or an abyssal language. Does anyone here know abyssal?
Oh.
Nope.
Nope.
So then it keeps looking at, I think, so what do you guys do when it's speaking to you? It's like, and it's just like trying to say something to you.
I mean, is speaking abyssal kind of, does it affect us like physically? Is it making us feel nauseous or anything when it speaks? Because
No.
Okay.
We don't understand you. Speak English. Speak common.
In your mind, you hear a voice and he says, "The book. I want the book." Give it to me.
I mean, if I heard this, I'd just be like, piss off, I don't even have a book. Get off our ship.
What's Render gonna do?
Renar's gonna rage and charge him.
Okay.
You got off my friend Giovanni.
I think that was too many words for a sentence for Rendar.
That's a hit.
28. That's 17. No, that's 19. All right.
Nice.
Short 14 misses.
Yes, that misses.
And he is engaged. Nothing else to do. He will stand right there.
Okay. Costa.
Costa will run round to here and hit him with the dragon sword. So that's 8.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
You gotta fix that character. You just give it that +1
Yeah.
on
so
the
it's
magic
8 damage.
bonus.
Is that it?
No, same again.
That is a hit.
That's 11.
Okay.
And one more time, I'll do my
Action surge.
action surge. Yep.
You have 2 more.
That's a 6.
You re-roll that. You can re-roll that.
Oh yeah, of course I can, can't I? That's a 10. And
Oh my god.
Yeah, get him, boy. You can. I think you can re-roll that as well.
yep.
Okay. Damn it. So 15. 15.
Alright.
And that'll
Did
do. Yeah.
Damn, you did some massive damage. Right. He is carrying a hammer.
Run, run! We need to
Yeah.
run the ship.
He freaks
out
out
here.
and he starts to run.
Disengage.
Yeah,
If you know what that
disengages.
means.
Zaileron.
Now, did my attempt to hide work? Do I have advantage on my attack?
Don't you have to do a stealth check?
I wasn't sure, so here's the stealth check. Not great. That's one away from the lowest I could have rolled.
Yeah, he's not looking at you, so you're hidden.
Perfect.
Get him up.
That's a hit. Okay.
Second attack.
Wow, that's a hit. All right.
He's still alive. Action
Yep.
surge.
You have enough arrows?
Oh. Yeah, I'm down to 26 now.
That is a
Oh, yeah,
miss.
because we resupplied.
Final attack.
It's a hit. Why are you guys rolling so high?
And
Okay.
then bonus action, I'm gonna try and hide again. That'll end my turn.
Okay. Giovanni.
All right. I don't really have much else to do at the moment. He's probably gonna hit me again. So I'm going to healing word myself
Okay.
at a second level. And then I shall use Vicious Mockery.
All right. Gets advantage. He
Oh,
fails.
Hey, takes 4, and next attack he has is disadvantage.
All right. Is that it?
Stay right there.
Bandit is going to shoot. Shoots a crossbow and hits him for 3 damage. Oh wait. All right, it is its turn again. It looks right at Costa for causing it so
Come on,
much
man.
damage, and it tries to bite at you. Wait, yeah.
At disadvantage.
And it fails.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thanks.
And then it's going to try to claw at you with a 20.
You might. I was
Doesn't
about to cutting words that one. Well, I was about to say, could you roll, Sebastian? Could you roll it in the chat so I can cutting words?
Yeah, so it was a 20.
It is not. It is a 15.
It claws again for a 23.
That's a hit. Okay.
And then it drops into the water, taking opportunity attacks.
All right. From all of us.
Almost.
a hit.
That's Rendar. Ah, bad damage. It's 14.
That's a 12.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Miss.
It doesn't get away. You killed it with that 12 before it drops, so it just falls into the water and slowly sinks down.
Turn
Ah,
around to
piss
the rest
off.
of
I'll yell towards the ocean. Piss off!
I'll turn around to the rest of the crew. What are you all staring at? Come on.
Are we still stuck?
No. The boat is
Perfect.
like just floating.
Do whatever you must. I must rest. Bloody thing shot water at me and it hurt.
Somebody should take a look at what the damage is like below decks. Make sure we're not taking water.
I'll take a peek. I'll take a peek.
Okay.
Genuinely.
Yeah, you go down there and look. The boat, it's pretty damaged. Like there is water coming in from that big crack that you heard. It's not pouring in, but there's water like coming in.
I'll poke my head up, back above decks. I sort of whistle for the coxswain. Hey, boy!
Yeah.
Here we go. There's a leak. Fix it.
He's oh no, and he starts like kind of freaking out. You hear the captain screaming in a room like, "What's going on out there?"
Ex-captain.
You
I'd
guys-
forgotten all about her until she started screaming again. My migraine's coming back.
Well, I suppose she's lonely now. I should go back to entertain her.
Off in the distance, as you continue to sail, you see a lot of, how do I put this? You see
This is time for
smoke.
a short rest.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, time goes by. You guys can take your short rest. Sorry.
I was the only one that was actually hurt, so I gotta heal.
I got hurt.
Oh yeah.
I was okay, but I wanted to get my action surge back anyway, so.
Greg, if you're rolling hit dice, heal an extra 3.
Okay.
You're rolling the wrong dice.
Yeah, so I noticed when they did the newest update, it completely messed up the
Yeah.
hit dice. Now you only have one type if you multi-classed, which sucks. So you have to like actually remember what you have.
Okay. I'll just do it differently.
But you can click the where it says D4 under your hit dice. You can click that and change the die.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Yep. You're on a 10.
Yeah.
The bot died. Oh, you
Yeah.
stopped it.
So went to the next track.
We're taking too long to get to Baldur's Gate. It's starting the Avernus music without us.
No, I have a whole list of stuff here, and it just jumps to the next one. Put it back up top. I can access the list on a website, but it never wants to work. Yeah. So what were you gonna do? I'm sorry, I was trying to figure this out.
We spend
You
time
had-
spend time with what's her name, Henry.
Didn't you say we're then seeing something?
Oh yeah, often. I thought you said you were doing something at that time or something. That's what I was asking. Yeah, off in the distance, you do see what appears to be like a lot of smoke rising in the distance. A huge plume.
In the direction
Direction you're
that we're
going.
going to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can smell it. Just smells like something was burning for a long time.
Guys, the array of scents that we're getting as we get closer to Baldur's Gate, I'm not very convinced I'm gonna. Well, it doesn't have a pleasant aroma.
I think I'm below decks right now.
What are you doing below deck?
No, I'm below decks right now. I think we're just coming up on Baldur's Gate at this point. So I'm going to be finishing up. I'm doing the finishing touches on my character, on my new nom de plume.
Okay. Hey. Give up. All right. So yeah, you guys are sailing towards Baldur's Gate. As you get closer, the smell it just keeps rising.
The smell of the smoke.
The smell of the smoke. Sorry. Things like I'm trying to figure out what's happening right now. It never works out with you guys. Ever.
Well, we should at least bring in Shauna's character before we just go back to Waterdeep or Neverwinter.
I know. That's what I've been trying to do for the last week.
I was half expecting her to be a pirate who just boarded our ship.
Yeah, because right about now I'm feeling like we should just do a U-turn, go back home.
So
Actually,
yeah.
no, this is home. We should go back to Neverwinter.
Who
We're probably
has
low on supplies. We need to dock for, at least a couple hours.
who has the book on them? The devil book.
The grimoire.
I'm pretty sure Renda.
Didn't we shove it inside the horse?
Oh yeah, we taped it underneath the horse like we're peddling drugs or something.
Yeah.
We're smuggling.
We shoved it into
kilo-
its torso, taped it to one of his rib cage.
to its or its spine.
Yeah.
Smuggling a kilo of cocaine up in here.
Okay, so it's in there. Cover's dead. You don't even leave the game. Huh. Let me pick him real quick. What? Today's not my day, guys. So as you guys are traveling closer and closer, you also notice the water starts to get choppier. Even though there's no storm or anything, the water just starts to it's starting to pick up speed, which is strange. So you
towards the city.
Are you on the deck? Or are you below?
Yeah, I'm above decks, kind of. Well, I would be until the water starts getting really choppy, and then I go back down.
It is kind of like pulling you. Looks like it's going towards the city, but at the same time, it's kind of making you go like it's going past it at the same time. And when you look down to the right of the boat, you see the water start to swirl.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely go below decks at that point and find Costa or Giovanni and just. Has there always been like a odd tidal, I don't know, pattern outside Baldur's Gate?
No, I don't recall.
Couldn't tell you. I've never been off the land at Baldur's Gate before. I imagine it's perfectly normal.
It was rather
Okay.
The waters were rather still when I left.
Well, they don't seem to be right now. It didn't look like a storm. It's I'm not well versed in water or its movements, but the word whirlpool comes to mind.
What's the rest of the crew? How are they taking it?
They are all freaking
In all
out.
I would just say, in all honesty, I think the captain was going to shit himself.
Well,
Whether he actually is or
You've-
not, that's just what I say.
The boat
ultimately,
starts
there's
to jerk left and right, like, and you hear the people up top screaming. And you hear the people start saying, "Abandon ship! Abandon ship!"
how far off land are we?
You are a good ways away.
I suppose that's one way to keep us from leaving again.
Ship gets sucked into a whirlpool and we're stuck.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? Well, you're down
Do
below.
we stop them from taking the only dinghy on the ship?
Yeah. I mean, how much do we want to be in a dinghy in a whirlpool? But
I don't know how to sail this.
At this
Shit.
point, yeah, the boat starts to rock. Things are falling off the walls. Lanterns are falling.
Steer us in the other direction, you.
Costa will storm upstairs like he's about to start shouting at the sea.
You hear the captain, "What's going on up there?" When you come up above on top of the deck and you look over, you see this massive whirlpool.
Okay. And we're obviously being sucked into it, are we?
You are. The boat is heading right towards it.
How in the gods' green earth, Faerun, did you get us stuck in here? You could see it from a mile away.
He's screaming, "It just formed right beneath us!"
Yes, I'm sure it has. Hmm?
I turn to the captain and I say, I thought better of you, boy. I thought you had this. You were let down.
Yeah, he has the ship steered the other way, and the winds, it's trying, but it just keeps getting sucked closer and closer to this hole. Eventually,
Close.
huh?
Drop anchor.
I,
anchor.
I run up to Costa, just like, should we chuck the book into the water? Maybe it'll close the portal.
Suddenly, it just starts going into this whirlpool. What do you guys are just starting to get thrown all over the place on the top deck. Everyone, give me dexterity saving throws.
Rendar is an 8.
Okay. Rendar falls over the side into the water. He kind of just disappears underneath as the entire boat just goes straight in.
I grab one of the nearest lines and tie myself to it.
Okay. As the boat's going down, you suddenly look straight. You're suddenly almost looking straight down, and you start to slide off the deck and start to fall. You below, instead of seeing sea, though, you actually see another place. And it's just this massive amount of heat is just rising up through this hole, hitting you guys, and it's extremely hot. Below, you are really surprised when you see what looks to be like a town, a whole city beneath the ground. You suddenly everyone just starts to fall, though. The boat's falling behind you. You guys are in the air. You're tied to the boat. And as you're falling, the deck wizard casts Featherfall on you guys and slows your descent.
Here's the question, though. Does she cast it on the boat, too?
No. So you start getting
Bye-bye!
pulled down with the boat as it falls. And you're falling
I would
far.
attempt to untie myself. And I just turn to Costa and Giovanni and pick. They neglected to mention this on the brochure.
Well, it looks like we're not going home after all.
You mean it's not looking like we're going home after all? As you guys are falling.
I'm sure it's not all that bad.
Well, we're feather falling, so I'm just kind of
It's
arms crossed, my feet still flat, and I'm like floating downwards.
And you do see that below you as you fall. And she casts Featherfall. Yeah, you're able to untie yourself off, and you guys kind of start drifting over to the edge over here. When you look up above you, this is what you see. So you see like the hole above you. You see the water pouring down through the hole, coming over top of this massive city that's floating on these, floating and being held down by these chains. You also see this dark black river flowing beneath it as the boat comes down.
It's gonna be so humid here, guys. All that water pouring down into the fire.
It's awful on my hair.
Oh yeah, it sucks. And as you guys come down, and the captain, I keep saying captain, the ship's wizard glides, and you all glide down to the bottom. A hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city streets in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet, and the red smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness, discharges strokes of blue-white lightning that strikes the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff, overlooking the rest of the city, is a crumbled fortress. You guys come down to the bottom, and the wizard who was with you is like, "Oh, well, that was close." And as she says that, pieces of the boat just come just crashing down on top of her, and she gets crushed instantly. You guys,
How unbelievably convenient as well. What a series of unfortunate events.
she-
Where's Brenda? As he fell out of the boat, did Featherfall get cast on him, or is he now like a pavement pancake?
you look over and you don't see any sign of Brendar.
What about the bosun? That's the real question.
You don't see any sign of him as well.
Well, Sherry, I don't suppose you'll be getting that bonus anymore for Renda.
No, I don't think this is Baldur's Gate.
Doesn't look like it. I don't remember it
It's
looking
not
like
how-
this ever.
It's not how I remember it at all. No. What about the skeletal horse? Is that still there?
It went down with the horse, or with the boat. It was underneath. It was below deck.
Yes.
Well, maybe we should look around for where that boat crash landed.
When you look
Yeah,
around,
What
you
about the ex-captain?
Yeah, I
Down with the ship.
oh yeah, she would be crushed.
'Tis a shame.
I'm worried about that book now. I think that might be of some importance. So the skeletal horse might be a priority.
I suppose so. Honestly, though, I'd rather just go back to Baldur's Gate.
Are there any like people walking around, for lack of a better word? Any humanoids?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find something again because my computer crashed. Yeah, when you look around, you see buildings crumbling on fire. You see devils off in the distance, like walking around and looking around for things. And when you turn around behind you, in one of the alleyways, right here, marked on the map, you see an elf. And this elf is with another strange creature. And this strange creature is this little flying, what appears to be like a little flying elephant. Leandra, describe to us what they see, their character.
Hello. So you see an elf, kind of long blonde hair shaved on one side, not wearing any armor or anything, just kind of wearing a little white dress, looking around, a little bit lost, standing next to this weird creature.
Yep, spotting you. I would. Excuse me. You didn't happen to see a ship crash anywhere around here?
Did I?
I mean, parts of it fell right next to them, and you saw it off to the side go down, like off to the side of the city.
Oh, was that your mess then?
Well, not ours in particular.
Well, it's someone else's. Unless you wanted something from it.
I've left my best boots on there.
I mean, you might wreckage before somebody else gets to it.
Could you get us to it?
Yes. If you want, you can follow me.
How rude. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sheridan Costa.
Costa.
Costa, recruiting
Yeah.
sergeant. And you are?
You can call me Leandra.
Lovely to meet you, lad.
You as well. And who are the rest of your friends?
Well, let me introduce you to my good friend Giovanni.
I'm in the makeup at the moment
Oh boy.
because I thought we were coming up on. Oh, I assumed we were coming up on Baldur's Gate, so I got everything prepared. Jason.
Jason, it's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
And
I'm Zaileron. You can just call me Zale.
Is Aileron? Sorry, you could.
Yep, that's my name. Don't wear it out. What's that weird thing floating around behind you? Never seen one of those. Second weirdest thing I've seen all day.
it comes up to you, and in your mind you hear it, and it talks, and it says, "I'm Lulu."
Lulu, my guide.
Congratulations, you're now the first weirdest thing I've seen all day.
You can see that as well. I thought I bumped my head.
Well, it's travel around a bit. It won't be the weirdest thing you'll see today. I can pretty much promise you that. Is this...
Speaking of weird things, we've come to the conclusion this is not where we'd originally intended to end up. Doesn't seem to be Baldur's Gate. Do you know where we are?
We're in Avernus.
Beg your pardon. I thought you just said Avernus.
Yes, you thought this was Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I'm not very worldly. What is a furnace?
Well, lads, welcome to the Hells.
Oh.
You are a long way from home.
Well,
Could you-
bullocks.
You still want to go get your boot?
Yes, please.
You suddenly hear around the corner of a still standing structure runs a woman with two toddlers, one on each arm. In her wake ambles 3 infernal monsters with glaives and snake-like beards. The fiends are laughing darkly while she's running, screaming, "Help! Help!" holding her 2 kids.
Is that a human or?
It's a human woman with her 2 kids running.
Seeing what she's running from, I probably turn and start running the same direction she is.
I'll look to Leandra. So I don't suppose you're one of those hero types, are you?
Do I look like a hero to you?
No, I haven't quite made my mind up yet, love.
Well, I'm alive down here, so no.
Okay. Oh, well. After you.
And I'll start moving.
All right. You guys all chase after? Is everyone going, or is
Yeah.
you staying behind? All right.
If she survived down there, I'm following her.
So you follow them down an alleyway, and when you get there, you notice like the lady with her 2 children. She's trapped. There's some debris in front of her, and she has her back to it, and she's looking at the monsters, and she's just screaming at them like, "Leave me alone! Leave us alone. You guys are about, I would say,
Is that-
6.
I think we may have had a miscommunication. No, we're
Oh.
running from whatever's chasing.
Oh, I thought you were running towards
We're not
it.
trying to help. We're cheesing it.
Why did I even think you would help? I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, so okay, you start running away. Yeah, that's it. Guys are so I guess you start running, I guess, like here.
Wherever they are not is where we
Wherever
go.
the fight is not.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, poor Sebastian prepping all these encounters. It's like, oh well, scrap that map.
This all could have been avoided if you just let us go to Baldur's Gate.
No, it would happen there too. So I mean, I'm saying like you guys would just avoid things there too. So it doesn't.
Yeah, but you know, we won't be in hell though. Yeah.
Yeah.
An infernal hell actually.
Yeah. So Lulu, as you guys are running, she's like, "Shouldn't we help though? That poor lady's gonna get killed."
Gonna get killed whether we help her or not.
Lulu,
Did
we've
you
been
see
over
if she
this.
had anything valuable on her?
We'll die if we help.
Oh. She's like, but I need to help.
Well, you can go right ahead.
I'll die. I'm so conflicted.
You're right.
Well,
We're not.
exactly.
Did
That's
she,
exactly our quandary as well.
And she looks really sad, and she follows you guys. Yeah, so you're walking around this place. It's just there's fires and burning. The smell is ridiculous. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna try and fashion some sort of face mask to siphon some of the smell and smoke
If it
away
helps
from
you.
my nostrils.
You get used to it. It just takes a while. I'm gonna try to get the remains of their ship to look for his boots.
I mean, you only saw that the piece that fell on the wizard. The rest of like the solid boat went over the side,
Right.
Oh.
Which
Yeah.
side? Like the north side?
like this
Well,
side.
actually,
Oh, the
I-
east side.
I mean, if you want to go after it, be my guest, but I wouldn't advise it.
Now those chains on the side are anchoring it to the level below.
Yes, to the ground. And when you look below, you do see a bunch of appear to be a lot of demons, and they're trying to climb the lines, the chains. You also see a lot of devils fighting them, like keeping them down.
Oh.
Like I said, welcome to event.
Is there a postal service here? I
I
need to get a letter to Baldur's Gate as soon as possible, really.
don't know about like a regular government implemented. Certain there's something.
I
Okay.
should ask, all these structures around us, do they look reminiscent of our plane of existence architecture?
Yes, and
Oh.
yes, Leandra would know that this is Elturel.
Okay, so
How did we almost hit
If
an
we come from
entire
Baldur's Gate.
city in our boat? How terrible was our captain? Because I've now come to the conclusion that this is the cause of the hole in the ocean.
but we'd know that if we came from Baldur's Gate originally, we'd know that Elturel was like a neighboring city. Yeah.
I'm sorry, say that again. I
I
was
was
reading
saying
something.
if we get told this is Elturel, and if Giovanni and myself are both from Baldur's Gate originally, we'd know that Baldur's Gate is a neighboring city to Elturel.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. No, so yeah, sorry, Costavi. No. Elturel is on our plane of existence.
Correction, Elturel was on your plane of existence.
No.
I mean, I don't know what to
Shit.
tell you. You're standing in it.
Gio, I want to go home, mate.
I sort of look off into the distance, not acknowledging him. I just have this constant furrowed look. Like my brow is constantly furrowed, like and almost into a smolder.
He all right?
Oh, he gets like this sometimes. Not normally, but not this bad. But
I
haven't really
kind
ever
of
been
like
to hell before.
stomp on Costa's like instep a bit and be like, "Stop talking about Jack that way."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is Jack the name we're going with?
That's what I tell
Yeah.
you, it's Jason.
Jason, right, of course. Sorry, Jack, Jason, Geo. Of course, my bad.
Yeah, it's a nickname, love.
I'm sure. He sounds like he's got plenty.
We have got another.
Sometimes he
colleague
gets
with
called the
us.
driver as well. You know, it's whatever he feels like that day.
Of course, I wouldn't question it.
Up ahead, as you guys are walking, coming from a cross street, like into the intersection, you see this massive, what appears to be like a person under this massive armor, but he's a creature as well, riding this black horse that's engulfed in flames around its feet. You see,
Oh,
I found the
boy.
nearest alleyway and tried to hide in it.
She's
Yeah.
asking for directions.
Would not advise that.
yeah, you see this guy. Lulu immediately, she's just like, "Oh no!" She's like, "That's a very powerful and evil creature. We should run."
You've said that 9 times today, but I'm running anyway.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking for something.
Oh boy, I'm gonna try to, like, duck into an alleyway.
Okay, what's everyone else gonna do?
Like I said, I ducked into an alleyway and tried to hide. But if I heard Lulu say we need to run, then I'm just doing that thief thing where you keep ducking down different alleyways.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are dodging in and out and going through all this debris from these buildings that have fallen, and you're fairly confident you got away from them. So we'll put you over here.
Oh boy. Do I see? No.
I'm sorry. Do you see what?
Do I see him anywhere?
Oh
We
no,
lost him.
no. You're pretty confident. Yeah, he got away. You can give me a perception check.
Oh boy, okay. First roll of the game.
Yeah. You're confident you got away. You don't see him.
Wonderful.
Say, Jason, how long till you can learn how to get us, wings? Get out of here.
What are you talking about?
You make with the doohickeys and make us fly out of here.
I don't fly.
Right. So objective 1, let's find somebody who can fly.
I mean, like the spell.
Sure.
I mean, I can cast that, but only on one person at a time.
All right. Rock paper scissors. See who gets fly and can fly themselves out through that big ass hole up there.
What, you're not having fun?
It's just a little humid for my liking here.
I understand it's terrible for the hair.
As
I
you
don't have none.
point up to that big hole, you see it close up.
Ah.
Don't you think it worked?
I had hopes.
Well, you'll lose that quickly, don't worry.
Should we be looking for Rendar?
Who?
I think he's with the boat.
No.
Oh, you had
We had a friend with us.
a friend with you, correct?
Yeah.
If he was on that ship, well, I don't think.
Off in the distance, you start hearing a male voice screaming for help. Help! Help!
Again, that's a common occurrence here. It's best just to leave it alone.
How common? Like, am I not going to sleep for the next few weeks just listening to people screaming for help?
Like the heat, you get used to it. No, walls are insulated.
How long have you been here, mate?
How long have I been here? Yeah.
You have. I'm reading the notes I gave you.
Yeah, I know. It's not super long,
No.
but not.
Because you kind of just arrived and you lost the group that you were with almost immediately. Your all that's left from your group is Lulu.
Yeah. Yikes.
Are you from El Toro?
No, no.
Where are you from?
I don't think we established
Okay.
that.
Let's not be Fandolin, is all we're saying.
Oh boy. Not here. That's for certain.
Okay. Well, that's a good start. And I mean, are you trying to leave, or are you resigned to the fact that you're here forever? And we should
No,
as well.
I'm not attached to here in the slightest, as a matter of fact. I mean, I had business here, but I've lost those who were accompanying me on the journey, so it might be time to just cut.
Now, did you end up here when the city ended up here, or was it more like us?
Oh no, this was intentional.
You're meant to be here.
You chose this?
Well, not like for funsies. Wait.
Are you on some kind of mission, some holy quest or something?
Oh please, no. I was on a paid mission because I do like coin, but I feel like
You
it
are
was-
aware there's easier ways to make coin than going into hell.
Yes, but you are boring ways too, you know.
You guys hear that guy calling for help just get murdered by some creatures. You hear him just
If he's still shouting, I probably would just be like, "Oh, shut up!"
Yeah, again, just tune it out. And don't wander off by yourself too much, or,
Are we the first ship to come through the, for lack of a better word, sky?
Yes.
Yes, that I've seen. Yes.
Oh, I wonder if
Mr.
there'll be some
Costa,
kind of.
we had the worst captain.
You had a great entrance, though. I'd give that a solid 8.
Thanks. So the rest of the group that you were with, did they all die horribly?
Yeah, it was pretty bad, actually. Pretty bloody, but,
But
I survived, and this Lulu made it, so... fun.
what is it that you're actually after? Maybe we could help you, and you could help us.
Yeah, what was the return plan for your group?
I'm not the planner for that sort of thing. Somebody else was. Somebody else is now currently... I was just kind of...
Along for the ride.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's why the successful groups always share their logistics among the group.
It's always best to be a jack of all trades. Don't leave any major jobs to one person.
No,
First rule of the army, that is, love.
what do you all do?
Sorry? What do we all
What-
do?
Yes, I mean, what are your skill sets if you're so...
I'm a recruiting sergeant and monster slayer.
Alright.
Although I haven't really had a lot of dealings with abyssal or infernals.
Oh, well, there's always time to start.
I'll give it a crack. Never say never.
Exactly.
I'm a contractor by trade.
You look like one.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
It's the rapier on the hip that really does it.
Lulu says,
Well, I mean,
"We're here to save Elturel."
Right, yes.
okay, yes, but saving doesn't always mean returning. How does that part happen, Lulu?
After we save Elturel.
Yeah, she's very one-track minded. She's not the best company. I mean,
She's a
Hey.
little bubbly for my liking.
it kind of grows on you. A little bit. Maybe.
My first wife came from El Terrell.
It flutters over to Giovanni and it says, "You're a pretty man."
There you go.
I know.
It's like,
Now get out of my face before I kick you in your mouth.
that's rude. It flutters off.
Oh, don't go offending my
I don't know why, but I have the sudden intuition that we should be looking for a caravan in Periwinkle Blue.
Lulu.
The whole ground just starts to shake as you guys are standing there. Buildings start to
Well,
collapse.
let's keep moving.
Yep,
around
I'm
you. What were you saying?
I'm
Costa.
saying we're going.
I thought Costa said he was going to say something.
No.
Yeah, just buildings start to collapse around you. You start.
Does
You
the
hear.
city feel like it's being pulled further and further down? Is it
I
like
mean,
an elevator?
the whole city is like kind of swaying a little bit. It's still, but at some moments it does kind of like shake and sway. It doesn't look like it's being pulled down at the moment. It just looks like there's this massive war going on between these devils and these demons all around you. Like off in the distance, you could like kind of see them. Every now and then, you might see one kind of down at the end of a street, like cross over real quick. But you guys are doing so far pretty well to be hidden. You hear people start again when a building collapses. You hear people crying for help inside one of the buildings.
I mean, what am I going to do with that?
They might have valuables on them. Or no way that we can get out. Well, they're not going to know how we can get out.
But
think
do you
the
want to
best-
dig through the rubble? I don't.
No, not really.
If Rendar was still here, we could send him to do it, but
We're not really all that up for manual labour, really. I mean,
We need to help
swing
what are we
them.
going to do for a latrine now?
It flutters over to Giovanni and it says, "You look like a nice guy. You should help."
Right, piss off, you elephant.
She's not the best judge of character.
Listen, I will spin kick you into the next room, son.
Lulu, I do
It's
believe.
like being in the room with Jason Statham, isn't it?
That's what I do.
Really?
That's what I do. That's what I do.
She like makes this little weird trumpet noise with her horn or her thing, and she flutters away.
If we rescue them, Lulu, or whatever your name is, then that's just more people we've got to drag along, isn't it?
Makes us bigger targets. Means we won't be able to save the city.
But they can
Speaking
help.
of Lulu, well, let's, greater
Bigger picture.
vision at this point, Lulu. What is the objective? What do we have to do to save the city?
It looks at you, and then it looks at Leandra, and we have to save the city.
Again, we've been trying. We know how it got here. We don't know how to get it back.
We have to save Elturel.
Okay, you keep saying that. You're like a broken clock. How do we save it?
Oh,
See, you haven't figured that out, and I haven't figured that out.
Giovanni's
Okay.
going to pull out a prop cigarette.
Just light it on the side of a building.
yeah.
No, it doesn't light up. It just kind of glows a little bit.
Oh, one.
Tip.
Says, we need to find the one in charge.
Of Elturel or of Avernus?
I forget. I can't remember anything.
I can cut her head off
Supposed-
if you like.
Stupid memory. Ever since I left this place, I can't remember
Yes,
anything.
yes, you get it. You have PTSD.
It's a horrible
Well, let's
place.
Let's start simply. Let's say we got to find the person in charge of Elturel.
Well, okay. The person in charge of Elturel is the one who put it here in the first place, made actually a good deal for him, bad deal for everybody else, kind of gave the city.
Well, that's a lot of news we've just found out.
Oh, well, you didn't.
Off in the distance, when you guys get closer to this edge, you can see that over here, actually, to the south, is this massive alabaster building. It looks like it's a high hall. The back of it is completely caved in and crumbling, but it still looks like it's in the front of it. Looks like it's still pretty solid.
Like the castle thing there.
Yep. You see some bridges over here in the north. at a distance. You can see some movement around there, but at the moment you're too far away to notice.
Well, let's get somewhere hidden.
So, what do you know about this whole, I don't know, evil things fighting evil things down? I keep seeing these one type of creature fighting another. I can't really tell them apart. I don't know anything
demons
about
and
this.
devils. Been at war since forever, really. They just kind of keep fighting. Like
Oh,
dogs.
good. Good.
Yes. It's great. As long as they're busy fighting each other, they're not fighting me, so I'm not going to complain.
Do you reckon it's worth trying to head towards the castle?
Well, at the very least, it is the most sturdy-looking structure around, I think.
I mean, I suppose so. Might as well.
We could always put a note on it so that when we do save this city, we have a place to stay.
Yep.
Squatters' rights and all that.
Yeah. I mean, one place is good than another, but at least that's got high walls.
I mean, if it's not already occupied, but let's go.
Okay.
Alright, you
Start
start.
making our way north to the bridge, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you head off to the bridge. When you get close,
I'll hang back with Gio and just kind of ask him if he's all right.
I was gonna do
Mum.
that too. I want to put I'm gonna put my arm around Costa and whisper, "I don't believe my fire spells work on these infernal demons, Sherry. I'm useless."
Well, we all have performance problems at one point or another. It comes to us all, mate. But
No, not that. I don't. These monsters are probably. They won't be damaged by my magical fire. That's what I'm saying. At the moment, I have no offensive capabilities.
well, just stay back, mate. It'll be all right. We'll get through this. We'll be in the pub having a laugh about it in no time, I'm sure.
I just want to go home, Jerry. I just wanted to go home.
I know, mate. It'll be all right. It's just a bad dream. I'm sure. We'll wake up. It'll be fine.
My bloody makeup is melting.
Yep.
As I sort of quickly adjust my bald cap.
Alright. On your way, a rift in the earth divides El Terrell into two sections. The righteous,
Oh, good.
huh? You said, "Oh,
That's
good."
so good. Yeah.
The riotous din,
Sarcastically.
the riotous din of the battle taking place far below the city is louder here, echoing up and through the jagged open chasm. A bridge 20 feet wide and more than 100 feet long spans the chasm. Holy runes etched into the stonework of the bridge indicate that the structure has been consecrated in the name of Torm, god of courage and self-sacrifice. 6 infernal creatures stand guard at the center of the bridge, scanning in all directions.
I'll turn to Gio. Don't suppose you brought a devil/demon costume with you, did you, mate?
I've got devil horns.
Oh.
The plastic. Well, actually, no. There's no such thing as plastic. They're wooden.
It's worth a go.
There is also a second bridge we could try.
How about you put on the devil horns, pretend to be one of them. We're your prisoners. You're just taking us over to some kind of cell type facility. It could work.
Well, I shall try.
I mean,
I'll try.
do you... You said you could do magic. Can you not disguise yourself with a spell?
I quickly look back up. What are you talking about? Can't do no magic. You daft woman.
Yes, completely, entirely. Couldn't hear you at all.
I'm a pit fire.
Of course. The one with the makeup that's kind of melting. You might want to fix that up a bit. No? No magic?
I quickly dab up my
Blot, darling, don't rub.
quickly dab it back up. I fight to save me sick children. with my fists.
You save your children with your fists.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
The sick, quite so.
Yes, with what?
Malaria.
Oh, how tragic. And what are your children's names?
I imagine during this, Leron and Costa are just standing there a little bit awkwardly.
Yeah,
Just
Costa,
kind of look from one, look to the other, look back.
Costa, everyone give me perception
Charlie.
checks.
And Gary.
Okay.
I've got 2 boys.
I'm too distracted by the conversation.
It's alright.
Just fascinated by what's going on.
Take a puff out of my fake cigarette.
It's like a car crash. I thought he was good at acting.
Very convinced.
I feel like I should have changed my name to Tommy before we got here.
Oh, you mean you gave me your real name?
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly from around these parts, so then I didn't seem dangerous.
Well, what do you know about the Hells?
I know it's too hot and I don't like it here. That's the extent of my knowledge.
That's half of what you need to know.
It's always been somewhere I've never really had an interest in visiting.
No, I can't imagine why. It's not exactly a destination vacation.
I mean, I always sort of assumed I'd end up here. I just didn't think it would be this soon.
Well, you know, why not speed things along?
Off to the side of the cliff, you see this crazy winged, demonic-looking creature sitting, fly up and sit like on the edge, and it just has its legs hanging over the side, and it's like you can't really make out what it's saying, but it's clearly just talking to itself.
Oh no, that hole's already closed up. I was gonna say, I bet it would have flown us out.
We could sneak up on it, kill it,
Yeah, you see
skin
this.
it, and use its skin as a costume.
Now this I am dying to see you try.
Okay.
By all means, be my guest, but I won't be the one cleaning your blood off the street.
Well, challenge accepted. That's what I'm going to do.
I mean, he is a monster slayer. This is his calling.
I mean, I didn't question it. I encourage him to try.
I'm not particularly good at stealth. So if you could cause a distraction for me, maybe get it to come towards you, I will sneak up behind it and give it a good thrashing to the point where I can take its skin off.
Oh, so you didn't want to thrash it too badly then? You don't want to damage the skin?
No. Well, you leave it to the professionals, love. I've
Right,
got this.
of course. I believe in you.
Alright, well, Jason, you heard Costa. You're the distraction. And I'm gonna duck into the nearest alley.
I'll put on the devil horn. I'll put on the little like party city devil horns.
I look at Gio, give him a wink.
I sort of look back and nod.
And I'll also duck into an alleyway.
Okay. Is Leandra doing the same, ducking?
Yes.
So, do you have a particular set of skills, then, Leandra?
Me?
Yeah.
I-
I mean, you wouldn't just come down here unless you were handy with something, I'm sure.
I play a bit with magic.
Okay, well,
I'm not one for the brawling, so I'll leave that to you. I'm more of a stand back and have at thee.
well, each to their own.
By all means, have fun.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get the attention of that bird.
All right. What are you going to do to get its attention?
Oi! Slag!
It looks over at you and immediately hops up onto its legs. And it just keeps looking at you. And then it just, it kind of starts to slowly walk over. It's
I'm
mumbling
gonna
to
start backing
itself,
up.
and then it starts to speak. It starts to speak to you in Abyssal, and then it kind of
I don't
stops
understand Abyssal. So.
and pauses. And you have your like your little horns on and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then it starts. Then you all of a sudden get this voice in your head, and you hear it talk to you, and it says, "What do you? Can I ask you something? What do you think the meaning of life is?
Yeah, I'll
What's
shout back
the
in
point
comment.
of all this?"
Shout back in comment. Your mum. That's what. And I toss him the fingers.
he he just says, "You don't know," and it kind of turns around and comes back to the edge.
Can I take that opportunity to?
Do a flip.
Yeah. Before it leaves.
Yep.
Okay. What are you gonna do again? Flip over.
Me.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I was going to spring out and hit it really hard with the sword.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Ugh. So I was trying to avoid this. Can I have advantage? As it was distracted.
Yeah.
Thanks. No.
Yeah. As you. So what were you gonna do?
Oh, I was stealthy as a man in like full armor.
Okay.
Just come charging out of an alleyway and try and hack at it, but without cutting its head off.
All right. Roll me an attack roll.
So,
Yeah. You. While he was talking to Giovanni, he turns around to walk back, and then you come out of nowhere apparently and slash at him, and hitting him. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh boy, starting to feel rather murder hobo-y in this hell.
I mean, you did say you all belonged here.
Yeah, I was sure I was going to end up here. I don't think I belong here.
Well, agree to disagree.
Looking forward to watching Jason try and roundhouse kick this thing.
I'm looking forward to all of this.
All right. Yeah.
Great initiative roll.
I know.
I was caught off guard by Costa charging out of the alleyway. I don't know.
I'm just here for the show.
Yeah. So you slash it, and it freaks out, and it just starts yelling stuff at you in a language you don't understand. Giovanni.
Do we not hear?
Huh?
Do we not hear it in our head anymore then?
Well, he didn't. He wasn't talking through telepathy when you hit him. He was just pissed. Like, ah. And then he, yeah, Giovanni, what are you gonna do?
All right. I'm gonna use hideous laughter.
Okay. Gets an 8.
Yeah, he's gonna fall down laughing.
Okay. He falls down.
Yeah, I will pretend to have like hit him or something.
Okay. Yeah, he starts freaking out, and he's like, "Why? Why?" Ah! And he's like laughing at the same time.
Who's going next? I gotta look at Celeron. Go get him. And I inspire Celeron.
Oh, I'm inspired. Is it a D8 or a D6?
8.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
I can't end my. Okay.
So it's going to try to do another wisdom saving throw. Gets a 5. He's not doing good. Leandra.
Still laughing.
Yep, he says, "Ah!" in Abyssal. What does Leandra do?
Ah!
Oh,
Where is it? It's over there.
we're just saying this is all theater of the mind, so wherever you were, however close you say you were to it, that's how far you
Well,
are.
I was instructed to leave it to the professionals, so I'm just going to watch for now.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Aileron.
I will take my movement to close the distance, and it's lying prone, so I will make an attack with my rapier. Oh, yes. And
Nice.
it's
That's,
advantage, so I get my sneak attack. So,
10 plus 18 is 28.
there you go.
And he can roll another saving throw
Wisdom
at
save.
advantage.
okay. Gets a 12.
Still fails.
Great. Second attack.
What was the damage of that first
22.
one? That's a hit.
Was it
First
18?
one- the first one was a 28.
28.
Oh, that's not with the magical weapon?
Nope. No, my rapier's mundane.
Alright.
And no sneak attack on that one, so just 10 piercing.
Okay.
I'm
Roll
assuming
again.
it's still alive.
Yes.
Okay, it can make the wisdom save again.
Anytime it takes damage, it can roll to save.
14.
Still fails.
Great. I action surge, 2 more attacks.
You could be rolling this. You rolling this at advantage, Sebastian.
Oh, really? Oh, let me roll again.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll still be prone, so I'll still have advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so it would have succeeded at the
Okay.
first attack you gave to it, but it's still prone.
Okay.
So,
Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Okay. And last attack. 22
That hits.
for 9 piercing. And then I would bonus action disengage. Sprint back. Whatever movement I had left. And put the rapier away. And that would end my turn.
Okay. How's that? It does start to talk in your
wait.
head, and it says, "Why are
Wait,
you attacking me?"
Zalaran, you had a inspiration.
Oh, right. I'll roll the inspiration for that 14. Just in case.
Well, it's gonna hit if you do.
For another
Nice.
6 piercing.
Yeah, so it's talking to you, Costa, asking you, like, "Why? Leave me alone." As it's
Okay,
trying to,
so
as it's
I-
trying
I
to
was
get
gonna
up.
I've been kind of going over it and kind of like go to put one of my boots on its head to hold its head down and line up like a straight shaft down with my sword into it as it does that into my head.
Okay.
And I was like, I looked to the others like, "Can you hear that? Someone's talking in my head." Hello. And I looked out at the creature. Is his mouth moving while it's going, or is it just?
No, well, its mouth is open and moving, but it's not speaking words through its mouth, just through your head.
Okay.
Like it's speaking in an abyssal language out loud.
Yeah. I'm taken aback that it's communicating. It's like, "Can you hear me?"
Yes, I can hear you, you old man. Let me go. Get off me.
Well, what's in it for us?
Your life. he starts to scream out in abyssal.
I kind of like put my foot further down on its head to try and muffle it a little bit. I was like, well, from the way it looks, it's going to be your life, really, isn't it?
Screaming out.
Can you get us? Can you get us to that castle?
He says, "Get there yourself."
Fair enough. Jam my sword down into it.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Yep.
Jesus.
You guys are rolling so high today. It's insane.
You can re-roll
so
that. You can re-roll that.
Yeah, yeah.
19.
Okay.
Oh, 20, because Greg, you got to put on that magic bonus, dude.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it.
So it's 20.
I
Okay.
think that sword's in the compendium, so you can literally just drag and drop it onto your character sheet.
Yeah, last time I played, I spent about 5 minutes trying to drag it on, and then just.
Yeah. So let's just do it quickly. You hover over your weapons. You see the cog wheel next to them.
Yep.
Click that. Click the cog. Drop it down. Now, where you see magic bonus, below range. So in magic bonus, you just press a 1. Just type in a 1.
Okay.
That's all you get. That's it.
Okay. Should I just change the title of that sword to Dragon Sword so I know it's that one? Oh,
I just.
Yeah, it should say
sorry.
+8 now.
I just gave you a longsword +1. It's right here at the bottom.
Oh well,
Have
too
you-
late.
Okay.
Should put in the dragon
Yeah.
slaying bonus.
I'll do that. All right. Is that it?
Yep. Well, no, I've got an extra attack. How many attack? So I just do.
You did
You
one.
just did 1.
Yeah, so I'll do another one.
Reroll.
Yep.
So which is which? Like, what is the?
11 slashing.
Okay.
I think the second roll is the crit.
All right. Yeah, he's. I'm gonna kill you for this. Is that it?
That's all I'm doing. Yeah, that's my game.
Okay. Yeah, Giovanni.
I look down. You won't do none of the sort. I'm gonna commit to my role, and I wanna kick him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do an unarmed strike against him. So, every adventure is proficient in it, but who only I think monks and tavern brawlers get to add their strength bonus.
Yeah, and it's just 1 damage, isn't it?
No, I think so. Is it?
I think it's just
believe
1
it
damage.
is.
I think you need
Yeah.
to be a monk or have tavern brawler to get 1d4.
Right. So I will roll this at a +3.
Oh, I couldn't have gone better. I'm so happy.
What do we see when you do that?
A really weak kick to the gut. I'm talking. I probably my shoe just like skids off its stomach. It just brushes its feathers.
Awesome. Is that it?
I turn around to you as he does it because I'll still be standing over top of him. You're starting to embarrass us, mate.
Yeah, even the
So
creature is
what's your
looking
bet?
at you funny.
Gonna once again stick to that furrowed brow look. Straighten my clothes. Go get him.
All right. So he stands up. And he is going to try to grapple you, Costa.
Okay.
How do you want to try to get out? Either athletics or a dexterity? What is it?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
I'd say strength, probably.
Okay. You got a...
So
You're going to survive, don't worry. Just roll your athletics check. Yeah, he tries to grab... He gets up and he tries to grab you, but he's just so beat up from the attacks. He's
slam
just...
him back down again.
Yeah. And then... yes, Leandra, that's cool. Thanks. And then he just... He turns around and he starts to drop down the side. Give me an attack. He's going to try to leave.
I think all of us get an opportunity attack.
Are you all
I
right
put
next?
my
Yeah, I
rapier
guess
away, so I don't.
you are next to him too. So yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yay. Awesome. Oh my god.
19, technically.
Alright. And your kick. Yeah, and then he drops off the side, his wings open, and he just starts to glide down. And you hear him, Costa. He says in your mind, Costa, "I'll be back."
Well, come back now.
Leandra, is there anything you want to do?
I mean, they've done their job. The threat seems to be over, but since they've caused a bit of a scene, I'm just going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
And I'll look around. Have we gained the attention of anyone else?
Please give me a perception check.
Okay.
You don't notice if anyone has noticed this. You do still hear a lot of every now and then a scream in the background. Some creatures making noises, or off in the distance you'll see creatures quickly scatter across the roads into different buildings and houses. But yeah, nothing seems to be noticing you.
Okay. Okay, well. Good, I think.
Are the
That's it then.
Okay. Just as a FYI, when you click on your token, I have this end turn button to the top left. You should see 3 buttons pop up with the light, conditions, and end. When you're done with
there.
Yep, when you're done, you just hit the end button. That way I don't prematurely end your turn on you.
Where is it? Sorry, I don't see it.
You click on your token
in the
first.
top left of the screen, there should be a...
Oh, it's hidden behind the turn order. Okay.
Thanks.
Alright, if I take all my movement, can I get to the edge?
Yeah.
Looking over, do I see him?
Yeah, you see him gliding down. Yep.
I pull out the longbow, knock 2 arrows at the same time, and take 2 shots at him.
Okay.
As long as he's still within 150 feet, I can hit
Yeah,
him, maybe.
he is, definitely. That is
15.
a hit.
I mean, technically within 600.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah,
That was with magical weapon.
you shoot your bow, and yeah, they both land right into his back, and you just see his body go limp, and his wings kind of flap up, and he just starts twirling down.
I just shout, and get fucked!
Awesome. Nice,
And I
man.
slowly walk back to the group. Well, yeah, We didn't manage to save the skin.
Oh. Oh well. Well, maybe we should just charge the guys on the bridge. Maybe if Zaleron kind of stood off to the side and started pummeling them with arrows as a distraction, I could run on and start fighting them, and Leandra could do whatever magical nonsense she's got up her sleeves. And obviously, you'd be coming and helping with the fist fight as well, if you're
Well,
alright with that.
I don't know. Things seemed a little odd with that last one. Have we considered just talking our way across the bridge?
I was waiting until one of you arrived at that conclusion.
Well, it's just not normally our game plan, is it?
Well,
No,
when in
that being
Rome.
said, all these devils and demons aren't really our normal game plan either.
Well, never let it be said that Sheridan Costa isn't up for something new. So,
Am
okay.
I?
All right, Jason, why don't you go out there and talk to them, see if we can't get across the bridge.
Right. But you stay back.
Oh, you've got it.
Yes. It's all
I've
yours,
got
mate.
it. I've got this. I've got this.
I'm gonna hang out right about here,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be
right
close.
next to that building.
I will bring us to a new map.
I have the utmost faith in you.
I'm gonna make sure they stay back to a distance where I won't really be audible.
Okay. Yeah, so you see these these guys are on the bridge. And then these guys, you see them flying around the bridge, like scouting.
I pretty much hang out at this edge.
Can we get up onto the crenellations, hide behind them?
Yeah. So Giovanni, you're walking right out there?
Not directly next to them, but I'm walking up to a distance. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when they see you, again, they start speaking in a language you don't understand, and they put their weapons like towards you, holding their glaives pointed at you.
I hold one hand up, and I just shout, "Oi, lads!" And I sort of beckon them over.
They both like kind of look at each other and then look at you again, and they say, you hear in your mind a voice, "You're not getting over here. Turn around, you fool."
I turn around, and I walk back to the group.
How'd that go?
Well, they're gonna let us cross?
No.
Bunch of pricks. Did they say why? Was there a toll or something?
No.
Did you ask?
No.
Well,
Go back.
They told us to fuck off. Do you mean?
Well, Costa, it looks like we're going back to your original game plan. Why change when it works so well?
Have you got anything you'd rather we do, Leandra?
no, I'm quite amused to watch you try your techniques and see how it goes. It seemed to go so well for you before, so please, by all means.
Can you bring anything to the party this time? What have you got up your sleeves?
Would I know why we're not allowed to go over there? Or have I seen other people pass, like other devils or demons?
No, they're stopping anything from crossing over, especially demons.
Oh yeah, sorry, not demons. Okay. Well, I mean, I might be able to get past. I'm not sure about the rest of you. We can figure out why we can't go past. That would be a good first step. I could turn myself into, or rather look like, one of the devils, but we don't know why.
As you say that, I'm already like halfway leaning over the crenellation. I'm like, oh, that's a much better idea.
Well, I'm now intrigued to hear what yours was.
I was actually just gonna shout at them from here, call them a bunch of tossers, and ask why they wouldn't let us across.
Ah, yes, yes. I'm sure that usually goes quite well for you and gets you where you want to.
I mean, I ended up in hell, so evidently it's could use some improvement.
Yeah, well, there's always room for a little refining. Well, you are the talker of the group. Going to try to find out why we can't get across?
Well, I'm actually the charisma of the group.
Oh, well,
He's the glue that holds us together.
I can see that.
Precisely.
Never let it be said that Sheridan Costa couldn't talk his way out of a problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, by all means.
I can't help but feel this is going to go horribly wrong.
I'm right here for you. Don't worry.
I'll go with you. Oh, let's
Alright.
go.
Have you got some lightning or I don't know, a magic missile or something just to back us up?
Oh yes, yes, of course. But you know,
Right. All right. Well, if you hear me shout, "Help! I'm going to die," that'll be the cue.
well, remember how we heard
Subtle.
all of these other
I
people?
give you the like A-OK.
Okay. If you don't mind, I just need a moment to myself.
Of course. By all means,
Nerves are getting the better of me.
need some space to rehearse.
Yeah. That's it, love.
I understand.
Give me a minute. Oh. That'll do. All right, come on, let's go.
As we round the corner and we get a considerable distance, I'm gonna. Sorry, normally they will probably listen to reason. We'll give them money if they don't let us through. Offer them money.
All right.
When you start to step up, again, you hear a voice in your head, Giovanni, and it says, "We told you to go away," and they start walking forward.
I've got 5 silver pieces for the first prick to get out of my fucking way.
They look at each other, and then they both say
One
something to
gold,
each
one
other.
One
And
gold,
then-
actually. I'm prepared to offer all of you 1 gold to let me and my compatriots through.
We probably should have talked about the amount to start with. Sorry if that insulted you. 1 gold piece.
They say, "How about a soul coin?
Oh.
Do you have any of
One
those?"
is.
Is that the
Yes.
legal tender?
They look at each
Got a
other,
bag
look
full
back.
of them. I'll hold up like a pouch of coins and rattle it. All the
Okay.
soul coins you can want.
This creature flying swoops by and tries to grab it from you.
I'll attack it if it does.
Okay. Roll initiative. You see it coming. Well, would you attack it or just try to move your bag? Like,
Well, no. If it came in to grab it, I'd have my hand on my sword. So if it tried to grab a money purse, I'd swing down with my sword.
okay, so it'll get. I guess there. Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Yeah. Don't fuck with my money.
You're jingling a bag of soul coins. Where's he gonna want it? Whatever. Okay. Is everyone in? Costa, Leandra, yep. Well, these guys aren't gonna go because they. So yeah, you're faster than him. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and cut his hand off.
Okay. That's a hit.
Does that hit?
Yep. 11 slashing.
And yep.
Okay. I'm assuming you're using your magic sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you slash at him and you cut him up really well. It screeches very loud.
Now that was rude. I was talking to this fella.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So it is still going to try to grab that bag out of your hand. Give me a athletics or dexterity. Well, yeah, you know.
Athletics.
A 6. It misses. But it keeps flying another 10 feet.
I'm gonna opportunity attack.
It's moving too fast to do opportunity attacks. It has flyby.
What? Cheap.
It has flyby. It just like twists its body around and you miss. Zaileron.
I haven't heard the magic
Yeah.
phrase, so I'm currently just sat with my back against the crenellations. Probably just kind of twiddling my thumbs, waiting to hear the phrase.
Okay. Giovanni.
I'm gonna do vicious mockery.
Okay. Wisdom's. He gets a 9.
Takes that 4 psychic.
Nice. He
Does it
grabs
start-
his head
does
in
it start
pain.
falling as well?
His eyes start bleeding.
Does it start falling if it was flying?
It does. I mean, that just makes it fall prone. I don't know if it would. No.
Vicious mockery? No.
No,
No.
that's Tasha's hideous laughter. Vicious mockery is just disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay.
Yo, mom. That's all I say. Simple stuff.
Now, what is Giovanni feeling inside? Like, is it hard for him to do this, or is it easy acting? I'm just curious.
Well, for me, for out of character, this is hard. It's hard to do Cockney, especially somebody like Jason Statham. Giovanni's probably finding it a medium challenge because he grew up. He already told us he grew up really, really poor, so he would have been surrounded by many people like this.
Yeah, but I know he always has a hard time like not speaking his mind, so it's like that's what I'm like wondering.
Yeah, well, he's method. Well, no, he's not method.
When he's acting, it's a different situation, I guess. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
When you're
an
acting-
actor. He's a trained
yeah.
thespian.
Yeah, when you're acting like you're somebody else, that makes sense.
You throw in a bunch of like devils, female devils with like really voluptuous
Succubi.
measurements. That
Yeah.
yeah, then he might be like, oh, hello.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, Leandra.
I'll make my way up here. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. There was no code word said. Are we good?
You
Yeah, not
see me
right.
just sitting down against the crenellations like, no, I haven't heard anything.
Oh, wonderful. And I will watch.
Okay. All right. This one's coming in. It's gonna come about here. And then you see him flip his tail. Like, flick it at you, Costa.
Okay.
How far are you?
Good at cutting words. That
Okay. Nice.
this.
But then he does it again. For a 23. For 9 damage total. The spines as they shoot out just catch on fire. And hit you.
Okay.
This guy comes up to you. And he does a beard attack. With these creepy ass
I've seen this
tentacles.
guy at a concert. I'm sure I've seen this guy at a concert.
Like they just come slashing at you.
Trust me, you do not want to get hit with that beard attack. It's gross.
Yeah, for a 12.
Okay.
No, he hit the
I
attack
thought
was
we were
12. He misses.
The attack was 12.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you did take the 9 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we were having a conversation.
And then it swings its glaive at you. And it says, "You'll give us those coins," in your head, but it misses with a 12. I'm
Help
rolling
with
so
your
bad
die.
today.
Sorry, did Costa say the catchphrase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
This one is gonna come. He's gonna fly by. And he's gonna bite at you. For 11.
This is
And then he's gonna keep going. More feet. And flick his tail. For an 8 and a 19.
the 19, isn't it?
For 5 damage. Costa.
Okay, I am going to hit the one that I was hitting. That one.
Okay.
My 22
Yeah,
hit.
that kills it. Falls.
Okay. And then hit the one in front of me.
That hits.
21 hit.
Nice. Is that it?
Did we have a chance to rest? I can't remember if I still got my accent surge or whether that was on the boat. We haven't rested since then, have we?
I don't-
Yeah, we had a short
yeah,
rest
you did have a
after
short
that
rest.
fight against the hooked creature.
Yeah.
Rolled hit dice and everything.
Yeah. Then I'll do the same again.
Okay. That's a hit. Nice.
Can we roll that?
Yeah.
Much better.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my go.
All right. This one comes flying down. And he's going to attack at Giovanni.
What did I do?
20 feet. Swings his tail for 18.
Ow.
It's a hit. Dealing 6 damage. Then it swings the other way really fast for 22. 7 damage. This guy comes up. 1 for you, 2 for the other guy. He goes after Acosta.
Okay.
His nasty tentacle beard comes at you for a 10 and misses. Let me turn this on. Turn it on public. Then he swings his glaive and misses. Oh my god, you guys are awesome. You're like dodging.
Might be
out
in
of
hell, but goddamn, are we lucky?
it. I know. All right, Sailor on.
Make it rain, boy.
I look at Leandro. I just go, showtime, and half my movement stand up, and I'll fire my first shot at the injured bearded devil.
Okay. That's it.
And
Yeah, it like goes through his throat and blood's coming out of his mouth.
second one.
Next one,
Oh, no
right,
sneak on that one. Sorry, just 7 damage on that one.
right in the forehead, and he just drops back.
The other half of my movement to sit back down, and my bonus action to hide.
Okay. You can automatically roll your stealth. Yep.
That'll be it for me.
Giovanni.
All right.
The one in front of you.
Acosta's hurt.
The one in front of you says, "You puny humans," in your head, telepathically.
Going to level 2, healing word, Costa.
Okay.
Measly 7.
Thank you.
And then where I stand, I'm gonna sort of palm of my dagger, and then just and I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. You hit him.
5 damage.
Awesome. And that's a
Well,
non-magical
I'm
weapon.
gonna stab at him. Yeah, it's not magic. I'm gonna stab at him, as though I'm punching at him.
Okay, yeah. Andrea.
I will just good old fashioned magic missile the one that's right here.
Okay.
How do I roll damage for this one?
You could just type in a roll 3d4 plus 3. If they're all going
Okay.
at the same guy. Well, after your attack roll. Yeah. For the
Magic missile automatically hits, doesn't
Oh
it?
yeah, that's right. It does. Sorry. Yeah, that's why. God, I just said that in my mind, and then I said after your attack roll.
Oh.
Here we go. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, hit him in his chest. And he growls.
You've got this. I believe in you.
Is that all?
I'll move up just a little bit this way. I get a better view of what's going on.
Alright, so this one is going after Costa. It's gonna fly around. Shoot his tails at you. Is it 15 hit?
Both miss.
Nope.
No.
Does it keep flying? No. And take a bite at you as he goes by. 16. It's a hit.
16 is, yeah.
For 6 slashing.
Okay.
He is dead. This one's going to tail attack at Giovanni. For a 20. Oh,
I'll take it.
okay.
Actually, you watch as Leandra's hands kind of twitch for a second, and you rolled a 6 instead.
Awesome.
I'm using portions. You've rolled a 6.
Yep, I got it. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, he fails. All right. So he does it again though.
It's okay.
He's like, ah! He swings it the other way.
I'm gonna cutting words that because
Okay.
my AC is 13. Misses.
Nice. And then as he flies by, he is going to take a bite. And misses. Costa.
I'm gonna hit the bearded devil in front of me.
Nice. All right.
Reroll.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, don't minus it.
So 9 slashing. Oh my god, how many
Yes.
crits have you rolled today? You're on a roll.
Boom, boom, shakalaka. That's max damage, 25.
Jeez.
Is there a way to set that up,
I think so.
Chang?
I can.
What,
Yeah.
max crit? Oh yeah, you just
Yeah.
go into go back into the cogwheel.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, that's my
And
go.
where-
So
All you have to do is put the
So, yeah, where it
plus
says
and the number.
no, over under damage where it says crit, you just type in the full number.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
thank you.
yeah. He's looking pretty bad. This one comes down. Well, first he does a tail attack. One for Costa, 2 for Giovanni. Costa. 10. 15. Both miss. And then he flies by Giovanni and takes a bite from him. Tries to bite him.
Me again.
Yeah, they're like circling you guys, like swooping down and trying to attack, but they just suck. He's like, what's he gonna do? Let's see. Intelligent. Okay, yeah, he's angry. You puny human. And he swings his beard like tentacles come at you. 12. Then he swings his blade for 14. This is so funny. You guys are just like dodging out of the way and they're like going crazy. Alright.
I will stand up and take a shot at the far one. Was I hidden?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because, yeah, they were.
Yes.
Oh my god. Didn't even matter.
That's 11 plus 17, which is 28.
11 plus 17?
With the sneak attack, 11, 5
Oh.
plus 6, 9 plus 8.
I'm sorry, what was the damage?
20. I think I said
20.
28. I
Yeah.
think. It's 11 plus 17.
Yeah, 28.
Which one were you hitting?
The far flying one.
Yeah, he just drops out of the sky.
All right. I'll take the second shot at this guy then.
Okay,
Ah, damn.
still hits. It's so close.
Second half of my movement to sit back down and do what I do.
That's awesome. You're like just like cropping down, going up, shooting, killing them, cropping down. I love it. Having a conversation with Leandra. So anyway.
Like I said, I'm a contractor.
I can certainly.
Alright, your body.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna slash him with my dagger, reverse grip, but try to make it look like a spinning back kick.
I think I'm mesmerised, it's looking to the side, well, fending off devils and demons myself, just like just watching you do this.
Yeah, so I quickly I slash him and go into a spinning back kick. Or rather, the best one I can muster.
Then you hit him.
4.
Alright. Nice. Ah! He gets,
Add enough, right?
he's looking
Fuck
very,
off.
yeah, he's looking very tired.
I'm going
You're
to.
right there, mate.
He's exhausted.
That's it.
Leandra.
I'll just do the same thing. This one.
I missed it. The ping.
The injured
okay.
This
flying
one,
one.
sorry.
Thank you.
One on the right.
Nice.
And I'll sit down next to Salaron. So contracting, huh?
Oh yeah, you know, pays the bills.
I can tell.
This one. They really want those gold coins. It's gonna shoot at Costa.
Oh,
I'm with a cutting word. Sorry.
Okay. Miss. And a 21. 8 damage. And it swoops by. Does a bite. Ooh.
Oof.
It's only like a D4 though.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
5 plus 8 is 13.
Awesome. For 13 damage.
sorry, how much?
13?
13.
Then it flies around. One's dead. Giovanni.
It's Costa.
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 I'm going to hit the bearded devil.
Nice. Oh god. Yeah, he goes down. How do you do it?
Okay. Just straight through his shoulder, down into his chest.
And as he goes down, he still tries to grab for the bag of coins in your hand as he drops forward.
Okay.
Karate chop his hand.
And then I'm going to go after that one
Okay.
and hit him as well.
Yeah, I would say he was swooping down, so he would be close enough. That's a hit.
10.
You have a second wind if you want to use them.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yep, that's it.
He is going to
Sorry.
bite at you. Miss. Keep flying away. And then shoot his tail at you. 23.
One of them hits.
11 damage. That's dead. Zerod.
I stand up, and I will fire at the less hurt of the two first.
Okay.
25.
That's a hit.
If it's still alive, I'll take the second shot at it as well.
It's still going, but it looks pretty bad.
16.
That's a hit. Nice. It just drops out of the air. Its wings fold in.
And I sit back down and try to hide.
See it fall into that black river far below. All right.
And I just turn to Leandro and be like, we're really lucky these flying things are dumber than they look. I figured they would have just grabbed one of the guys and pulled him off the bridge.
Honestly, I was kind of counting on that for a show, but all right.
Giovanni.
Costa's hurt. Third level healing word.
Okay.
I'm assuming that Lulu is hiding behind the crenellations as well at the time.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
cowering right now.
And I'm gonna vicious mockery.
All right. Costa, he gave
The
you
remaining one.
13 points of healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gets a 12.
Yeah, takes that 3.
Nice. Grabs his head a little bit. Oh, wait. Okay, Leandra.
It's just. I'll toll the dead. Can I get a wisdom save?
Okay. 17.
Okay, that's a success. Never mind. I'm just gonna stay seated.
Okay.
My end turn thing has disappeared.
I got it. Okay, he's gonna make one more desperate attempt. He's gonna swoop down. And he's gonna try to grab you since they gave me the idea.
I mean, I had to. It's a fight on a bridge. There has to be that.
Yeah, I don't
Tense
know.
grab.
I'm more mad at myself for not thinking of it. Like, I always do that.
That's how I
with
almost
flying
lost
stuff.
my rogue the first time. The
Ugh.
first rogue I had, I almost lost him when a gargoyle grabbed him and pulled him off the bridge.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was trying to do in the other encounter on the edge when I tried to grab him, was to pull him off. So I'm so mad I didn't think about it again. Yeah. So
Well, here they want the money.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
but they can fly.
Yeah, he'll
Just
just get it
the
at
money
the,
from your falling.
when the body's flat. So
Well, I
just
don't know
take it.
Well, if they drop Costa, the money drops with them.
I don't know who to thank, but thanks.
Alright. Give me a dex or strength. Athletics or I always forget.
You'll probably be okay.
Oh my god, they roll so horribly. He is really bad. He's beat up. So yeah, he tries and he misses. But he keeps flying. And then he tries to start to descend. Costa.
Try and drag me over. I will go running out, and climb up onto the wall and try and slash out with my sword.
Alright. I like that. Also, you hit him. What does it look like?
So as I kind of slash out, and maybe kind of like just like shish kebab him on the end of it as he's flying off, just run him through. But then the weight of him as he goes limp is like it almost takes me over the edge. So it's kind of that precarious kind of like seesaw effect with me kind of like with my ass hanging back into it, trying to hold on to my sword while it's dead weight on the end of it, trying to kind of wiggle it back off again.
Awesome.
And,
Yes.
and eventually it just slides off and I fall on my ass onto the bridge again.
Awesome. I love it. That's what happened.
Okay. And I'll spring up and do like a flamboyant bow over to Leandra.
I give him a clap.
Told you I had this sorted.
You did all by yourself. Quite good.
I'm sitting down currently. I'm like, oh wait, are they all dead now?
I think that's it.
Stand back
Awesome.
up. Oh, well done, gentlemen. Well done.
And that's how we'll end
That's what I've been
tonight's
telling
game.
Any of the bodies that ended up on the bridge, I'm gonna go try and retrieve any arrows I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I might loot. Yeah, I'll look through
I
their
mean-
pockets of the
I'm trying to remember which you killed the ones that were flying, didn't you? So they would have went over.
I also shot the bearded devil that was directly in front of Costo.
So well, yeah, you could take 2 back.
Nice.
Could I look through the pockets of the bearded devils?
Yes.
Man, I hope we can find some sort of merchant down in hell who sells arrows. Otherwise, this is gonna be a very short campaign for my character.
And
Well, we
as
could always
you
use your soul as payment.
This is true.
as you go into their pockets, are you saying anything, Costa? Or are you just secretly doing it like you always do?
Just to like pretending to do up my shoelace or something, and have a root through.
I'm literally right in front of them. I'm standing right in front of them. So.
I mean, what's that?
And
Look at
then
that
with-
fire coming out the top of that building, and then have a root through.
all right, and as you search
I
through,
just
we
look at-
fade
I
to
just look
black.
at Costa. I
Okay.
just tell Costa to hurry up. Hurry up.
And I'll let you guys know next week what you find.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So how'd you do,
That's-
Shauna? How'd you like it? How'd I do? I guess I should say. How'd you like your first game? How'd you do?
It's good.
That's good.
It's so chaotic. I really enjoy it.
It's so chaotic.
I don't
I don't know.
what's
This
good.
was pretty tame as far as sessions go.
Yeah, this is really.
I was gonna say
tame.
I've listened to 1.5 others, and yeah, this was a more quiet one.
I mean, wait till we get back on solid dry land.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
on fire.
You're not
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
fun in hell.
We're,
No,
we're
no, it's
just
just
our
that
best behavior.
Yeah, we're playing through a scenario. Well, Sebastian's got to play through a scenario right now.
I have
Oh,
to.
well,
in
What
all
else can I
fairness,
do?
We are in hell. It could still be fun. We're just becoming acclimated to our particular situation.
Yeah, what are you talking
Well,
about?
I'm
We've taken
So-
stock.
The entire campaign is a scenario, and you just do what you want, and then I have to rewrite it. So, what are you talking about? The first part was a scenario.
We're a bit,
I think it's
we're
only a
bit-
matter of time before we find out who's the leader of the devils, and we make some sort of deal.
Seriously,
Um,
you guys are
I'm
gonna
not
come
about
out.
Them fight the. Yeah, we'll help them fight their war in exchange for this city.
I truly believe that would happen.
Well,
I know who's in charge of the city. I know who we can talk to. It's fine.
Okay.
when I say scenario, I mean, something less urgent than this. This is kind of like you're dropped into hell. You got to get out now, and there's nothing much to do except to get
Except
out.
take over hell. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't thought of that already.
Stay and find some real estate.
But in a regular city, I mean, the reins are loose, and Sebastian's in for a wild ride every Thursday.
Yep.
Whatever TV shit we come up. Come up with
Honestly,
on the
I don't know
spot.
how he does it. There were a couple sessions that happened when I was running the Dragon Heist, and I was just like, I have no idea what the party's gonna do, and I am stressing the hell out.
The best is when I saw you in the pub like half an hour before we started, and you're just like, I have 50 different things prepared, and we didn't do any of them.
Yep, they did literally not a single thing that I had prepared. It's like, all right, well, I'm gonna stop preparing for a while, I guess.
It was so good.
That's pretty much every game. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know how you do it. I think the stress would probably kill me.
And we were relatively well behaved in that campaign. I don't know how he does it with you guys.
It's hard.
Well, we're gonna be well behaved now because stakes are high.
I love it. Oh, what a coincidence. Or what would you say? What a convenience when the wizard got smashed or something like that.
What a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah. Where's Ragnar?
Unbelievably convenient.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. The ship's gone. Everybody's gone. Okay.
Let's go fly up in the
Party time.
hole. The hole closes. Oh my god, that was funny. It's like a god almost forced you down there. That's weird. Pissing off
When you
Pax.
mentioned the water start churning, I was like, oh, here we go. Right away, I was like, yep, we're getting sucked into hell.
The Costa was so close to getting paid. You could almost smell it. No! All I had to do was get to Baldur's Gate and hand over the half walk. Job done. I would have.
Have you considered recruiting devils for the Baldur's Gate militia?
I have now.
See, there's so many opportunities here in hell for you guys.
I can see lots of potential with a hell-based campaign.
And you know what? If those guys on the bridge were collecting soul coins as like bribes to get across, they might have some which we could then start using.
Well, that's what I was
Hey.
saying. That's why.
Yeah, pay devils to join the militia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, these guys are evil, you know? It's not as fun when
They're
we
lawful
enact our
evil.
They're lawful evil.
Fine.
Yeah, they're still evil though, you know? It's more fun when we enact our, you know,
Version of
on-
evil.
our version of evil. On, you know,
I was gonna say
unsuspecting
because you
on the
compasses.
I say the general populace.
You don't want to
Yeah, it is
be.
always fun when we're the most evil people in the room.
You don't want to be out eviled. Is that what it is?
No,
So just
that-
step your game up.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
we have to step our game up at this point.
Go kill an orphan or something.
well, okay, we're not evil.
Oh, really?
We're assholes.
There's people
There is a bit of a
screaming in buildings that crumbled next to you, and you just walked on by.
What are you gonna do about it?
Help them.
Yeah, I'm not a strong person. What am I supposed to do? Superman that roof up while they
Yeah,
run
I
it?
have like negative
Oh,
one
also-
strength.
That's
I'm
pretty
not gonna do
evil.
anything.
I mean, what was Winston Churchill supposed to do when the bombs were falling on Britain? Was he supposed to pull people out? No.
He hides in the bunker.
Yeah. Tell
I
them
think
to
it was
go
just fairly
under.
neutral. It's fine.
It's 100% neutral. It's 100% neutral. It's like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
It was more like, what are we gonna do? It's not my
And then
problem.
you start by describing that lady with her two children running
Yeah.
from these devils with glaives. It's like, well, I'm not going over there. Fuck that.
If we'd have helped them,
That sounds messy.
if we'd have helped them, they only would have died horribly some other way. So it's the lesser.
And in
evil,
front of
isn't
us, we would have
Or you
had to
could've
see it and
saved
been
them.
traumatized.
Or you might have saved them. I don't know.
and then then what would we do with them?
Drag a woman
I
and
love
two kids
it.
around with us.
I just love how you guys respond to stuff, though. It's so funny. I can never
Sebastian.
predict it ever. Ever.
Your first mistake is to try to invoke empathy in us.
Yeah.
That's your first mistake.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta give us some cool reason to do something, not just like, oh, it's a poor woman and her children. Okay, they. Fine.
No, what
Oh,
you should have
there's this
described
poor
is
woman
the
and her
woman-
two
instead
children,
of-
and she's holding a bag of money. Like,
I was gonna say, you re-describe it as like, instead of a woman and her two children, it's a woman and two bags of money in her hands.
well, I guess you'll never
Like,
know
oh,
what she
well,
had on
that's
her.
Then we are enticed.
She could have had money on her.
Carrot in the stick.
I
No, the
did use
carrot on the
brass at the
stick.
time. Does she look rich?
Yeah, you
No.
could have described all like the jewelry hanging around her neck and how her children are like.
You don't have enough
Dazzled or
time to
something.
notice.
Oh, we'd notice.
Well, she and her two kids are dead now. It's,
Oh, they
it's
sure
not on our
are.
conscience, okay?
You guys are.
Well,
so
Giovanni ain't gonna
hilarious.
lose any sleep. Oh, Jason's not gonna lose any sleep over it.
No, my character just couldn't care less.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Better
Yeah,
them than
that's
me is
great.
what I always say.
That's the motto for this campaign. Is better you than me.
I'm
It's
over
strange.
it.
We were good, well-behaving boys until Thanksgiving. Of
Yeah, then
last
shit
year.
just hit the fan.
What
when I-
changed?
Okay, I don't know what
Sayel?
happened really. Oh yeah, no, Thanksgiving for this campaign.
Oh, but I'm
I
just
came
saying,
back.
maybe Sayel
I was
corrected
late.
you guys.
Probably.
I was gonna say you deserve all this for
I'm pretty
Sayel.
sure this entire campaign is just revenge for Sayel.
Yeah.
I witnessed an approximate 3 hours of Sayel, and I understand.
Yeah.
You
That's
corrupted
not
all
it.
of my players, Sebastian. They all call him Guacamo now.
That's awesome. I miss Sayel. Maybe you'll see her soul here now. Maybe you'll run into her.
Oh,
Was she the woman
She's
running
probably
the screen?
ruling it right now.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's great.
I don't miss Sayal.
I do.
We put up with what, like 8 months of Sayel? Yeah,
Oh,
no,
man.
I'm good.
Oh, that was
I
good.
don't know how you do it.
And we
I
didn't
just-
even get halfway through the campaign.
You just gotta go
I
with
think
it.
we got a third way in.
No, not even. a
We
third.
basically made it to the fireball, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Didn't we get there in like a couple of weeks?
I think you guys were there in like 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Now we finished the meat pie thing, the meat pie store or whatever,
The what?
and then we were supposed to, the store. We were supposed to go to like a butcher's or something like that.
So the way that book works is depending on who the villain is, you go to different locations. But yeah, they basically tracked the Nimble right to the Growlhuns, and then we kind of lost it after that and did side quests instead.
It became very focused on the maintaining. Yeah.
I mean, half of our
That's-
party had vendettas against the people across the street who were
Yeah.
opening a rival tavern. So obviously that took precedence. It was right across the street. It was like 20 feet away. Might as well.
They were literally like sneering at us every day.
Yeah,
Oh,
every session started with like, this week we're going to start we're going to do something that's actually part of the campaign, and we get sidetracked.
Well,
Something-
Kirsty would mention in passing something, and it'd be like, "Oh no, that will not fly." Which reminds me, Greg, who was your rival in that?
Who was my rival?
Yeah, remember how we were? I don't know if she did it for all of you as well, but when I made my character, Kirsty asked, like,
yeah,
"Who's
yeah.
your rival in the?"
My rival was the police officer who was.
It
always on
was
my
it?
last. Yeah,
I thought so.
yeah.
It didn't turn into Sayel
Yeah,
by
but-
the end.
Oh yeah, it was yeah. So the backstory was that we had beef from when we were younger, and he was on the take. So he was like a corrupt cop, and I knew that about him, and he kept getting promoted, and he knew that I knew. So that's why he had it in for me.
That's cool.
Would you believe Alexander had no rivals?
He didn't.
He's been the nicest guy ever.
He was
Well-
the nicest guy ever.
I think Kirsty generated one for me, which was the Silvermane guy.
Okay.
What are the guy I reported to in the tavern or whatever.
Oh,
Who was
yeah,
bossing-
the
who was
drunk?
bossing me around. No, I don't think he was drunk, but he was bossing.
He
me.
always
He was, like-
pretended he was drunk, wasn't he?
No, but he was like younger than me, but also my superior
Mm.
officer.
Oof.
Yeah, he always gave you the shit stick, like doing that fucking graveyard patrol with the
Yeah.
dung sweepers. That sucked.
Yeah, that was the dung sweeper. Then he told me to find the Kenku. Well, we never found the Kenku, but you know, it's that dickhead.
Nice.
Alexander, nicest guy. Just every day in the morning, reads the morning paper, has a smoke.
Isn't the cast lanterns? Yeah, mine. That's what mine was.
You killed them, right? No, that's the other guys. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just straight up killed Mr. Growlhund.
You did? I wanted
No.
to so badly.
I
No,
did?
Or no, it was Miss.
No,
it was
Miss.
the woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Yeah.
kill them so badly.
Also, almost killed their kids.
I mean, you know,
Willy nilly throwing fireballs around.
She
you
didn't
gotta root
see
evil
them
out
in
of the
there.
sometimes that means killing children.
She didn't see
Incinerate.
them.
is
She
the
didn't
more
even
apt
look.
term.
She didn't look. She just tossed it. That was the best ever.
My only regret is not killing the Growlhounds.
That was like my first session with the group.
No, yeah, it was. I
I think,
think.
yeah, I think so.
Well, she got
And I had
permission
to
from
run
her
in and
husband
be the
first.
hero and save the kids.
Sal committed a homicide and arson, and Alexander got everybody off.
She
I had to
hated
play
her.
that damn story card when the cop confronted us.
Yeah. because we cheesed it, but everybody had seen us there.
Like, no, officer, we didn't do nothing. We were here the whole day. Ooh.
We gotta get
Incredible.
Kirsty at least one day to do a reunion, a reunion game, or something.
Oh no. Then Adam wouldn't be here.
Yeah, Varner.
True.
I feel bad because he joined, but I feel like we never actually accomplished anything in the time he was there.
Yeah, we did. We took down the town.
Oh well, yeah, and you
was his
guys
dream.
brought Giacomo back to life, so.
Yeah, we destroyed his rival, who was making counterfeit fire dragon breathing ale or whatever.
So y'all got
Fire
a
Drake
boyfriend?
Mead.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we
This
all
can't be
almost
happening.
got killed by a undead beholder. That was great.
Yeah, well, one of us did. Jack.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I
someone-
got it. Completely disintegrated, but all we are is dust in the wind.
That was great. And I never noticed.
And here we are. with,
Ooh.
Sebastian. I think we took this campaign in the direction it went because I went in thinking, oh, it's just gonna be a one shot.
Well, and that was it. My character, I had like nothing written for their backstory or anything. It was just a one-shot character. And then it kind of became a campaign. It was like, oh no, I need to come up with something now.
Yeah, I had the generic thing I usually post to like when I'm looking for a group. But I get, it spun out of control when everybody started doing stuff like, oh, this is kind of fun.
I blame, honestly, it's 100% Giovanni and Costa's fault.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We have done nothing.
Oh my god. You've done
We are
everything.
unbelievably well-behaved human beings.
Oh, yes, I'm sure.
Name 4 times we've gotten us into trouble.
You know what? You guys deserve
Okay,
to
well-
be in hell.
You mean like tonight, or
Now, are we talking gotten us into trouble, or we're just massive dicks?
Okay, name 5 times. 5 times.
I take
Remember
massive
Mary?
offence to that comment.
When
You
they
remember
pour,
poor Mary.
yeah, the mayor.
Well, in all fairness, he deserved it. He was a dick.
Oh,
The mayor had
great.
a couple.
He refused to open the door for us.
Greg, you're like echoing very loudly.
I think we're on stereo now.
Oh, there you go.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that guy
Well, he
begged for his
refused to
life.
sign-
He literally
he
begged for his life.
refused to sign. No, he refused to sign the deed to the town over to us, or rather, his house.
Yeah, of course.
He had to go. He had to go.
Oh my
Chris? What
God.
did you get me into?
Well, I warned you. I gave you all the warning. I was like, just, you have no idea what you're walking into.
Like I said,
I'm so
Shauna,
excited.
wait until we get back on solid, dry land.
I'm
Like
so
we're
excited.
in a regular city, where danger isn't really around every corner. When Sebastian gives us free reign.
You have free
Bless-
reign here.
bless his soul.
You have free reign.
I was gonna say, I mean, Jang, you're kind of assuming that we're ever getting out of hell. This may just be where we are forever.
Let's just run around till we level up, and I can. Fine.
Giovanni's getting the hell out of here. He doesn't want to stay here. You kidding me? The
I
heat.
don't want
He doesn't want. He doesn't like sweat. He doesn't like to jog, much less sweat.
It's really just the humidity and lack of like fresh air. Everything's stale that's getting to my character.
My damn
Yeah.
makeup's melting.
Suddenly realizing I might have made a mistake. Nah, I think it'll be fun. You guys will have the same, I don't know, situations where you do crazy stuff, I'm sure.
I
Like I
hope
said,
so.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the leader of the devils and make a deal.
You know I like to put
Maybe
everyone
we
in
become
moral
cultists.
dilemmas all the time.
We'll
It's
just
fun.
become cultists. They return us to the surface, and we sort of do their bidding.
To have moral dilemmas, you need to have morals, don't you?
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
That's what's funny. It's great.
I mean, let's be honest. Even if we do make a deal with something, we'll just renege on it.
That's what we do.
We'll just completely abandon it. And if they come knocking, we'll just beat their asses on solid, on regular dry land.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I'll just start carrying holy water or some shit with me.
I'm pretty sure we have no more bridges to burn.
I don't think
That's
that's
the
how.
one we're currently on.
I don't think
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna
how.
say we're standing on one.
I don't think that's how infernal contracts work, though. Or if you make a contract or a deal with the devil, you can't just ignore
You
it.
can try.
I think there's like
Well,
No, but we'll fight
magical.
over.
I think there's like psychic damage that
What if-
occurs or something. I don't know.
So
Well,
the woman who died, do you think her children are still around? Because we can sell orphan souls, I imagine. They don't have to be our own.
Okay, see, now that's evil.
I was gonna say we're getting into Castellanter territory now.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's evil. Well, we're not gonna sell orphan
See,
souls.
if-
They need parents. Why not devils?
We're going to convince adults, consenting adults, to sign the deal.
And then renege on that contract with them, but we still get their souls.
Works for me.
You're, okay.
Anyways, Costa and Giovanni are going home, one way or another.
Sorry.
by any means necessary.
Oh, this is
I
gonna
look
be
forward to seeing how
interesting.
this plays out.
Oh, me too. Oh, boy.
I'm still thinking we gotta find that boat because we need that book from the skeleton horse.
It's got
I have so many questions about all of them.
Don't we all? Like, how do I
I mean,
get?
I
How
can
did
tell
I
you
get
what
here?
happened, but it's not gonna make any sense.
No, I asked myself that question. How did I get here in my life? Running
We-
this game.
Killed a town master who had an evil grimoire, and we kept it. I'm still not sure why.
Well, as you
Uh,
do.
And then at some point when we were traveling, we found a horse that's a skeleton.
Okay.
And
That was recent.
Rendar decided
that
to
was
keep
recent.
it. And then when we got on the boat, we decided for safekeeping, we'd shove the grimoire inside the horse.
Okay.
This wasn't the first time people
Not
came
really
for
shove
the
it.
for the book. They were attacked before for
Not
the
really
book.
shoving inside it. You can't shove it inside a skeleton, really. I mean, we taped it along its
Yes, we
spine
adhered
or
it.
whatever. we're smuggling.
Tell her what you guys did
We
to
were
that
planning
guy.
to smuggle it in.
Tell her what you guys did to that guy who tried to steal the book.
Oh, was that the guy we hung upside down from the
Yeah.
tree and
Stripped
pretty
him
sure
of all his
Giovanni slowly
clothes.
cooked him?
No, he
No,
made him.
no.
he
I
took his
would
clothes
never
off.
do something that sadistic. It was Costa. That was
gonna say,
Costa's
that's a-
idea.
Costa
That's a
was the
lot.
one who slowly cooked him.
Of course.
We
It was a
cook them.
misunderstanding.
Yeah,
Didn't know he peed
we
on
didn't
him,
cook
didn't
him.
he?
What
It's
the
just-
heck?
Only a little bit. It's just for it was excitement.
I'm pretty sure you said that or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah,
The
I
funny
think-
thing is, I managed to track the guy down in the woods, and we knocked him unconscious, and we brought him back. But I had nothing to do with the torture after that.
I take full responsibility for the torture, but it needs to be done.
Yep.
He was also an agent for Halia Thornton.
Exactly.
The woman we have a personal vendetta against. That's
And
a
in
whole-
all fairness, we did untie him and send him back to town naked. So
yeah, I stripped him naked, and I think we took an empty book.
yeah. Oh, my trinket book that wouldn't hold ink.
Yeah, a couple of us, well, mainly Giovanni, rubbed their privates on it, and we gave it back to the guy who was stark naked, and we set him free.
Well, I mean, you set him free, and that's the important part. All in all, not that bad.
So I mean, it's like Schrodinger's messenger. He's both alive and dead at this point.
I think what you can take from this is that we're bastards. We're not fucking bastards.
Yeah. Like the were-rat dude. I mean, we did our job. We got him to the cave. It was
Well,
his
I was-
idea to run in there.
I was off that week. I'm not taking any responsibility for any of that nonsense.
Okay, look, the nature of the job said to get him to it, not to get him inside it. We got him to it. job over. Job is done. Payment. He
I mean,
logic is
propositioned,
sound.
propositioned us to go inside with him, and we respectfully declined.
Well,
I
we
imagine-
told him if he paid us more, we would.
Yes, we made him the
Valid.
counter offer, to which he declined, and so we declined, and we went our separate ways. And he's a were-rat now.
Good times. Good times.
true enough.
Look,
We
it was
watched a
his-
lady get carried off by a dragon, and we did nothing about that.
Well, what are you going to do
So-
against the dragon?
No,
Well, exactly.
a
We're
lady
level one.
and her baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I mean,
See, again,
I-
Sebastian, you haven't learned your lesson since.
Oh no,
first
that
session.
that was set up just to be just to see how you guys would react, and I was really shocked.
I'd put it out there that is there any need as a DM to put a baby in the situation? A woman
think-
on her own is fair enough.
Yeah,
but
that
you
was-
throw a baby in there.
That was literally the
Who's
first.
the sick one?
That was the first moral, situation I put you guys in. I was just seeing if you guys at least like shot an arrow or something, but you guys were like, nope.
What?
Look at
Draw the
that.
dragon's
And
attention?
make it
Hell no.
angry.
Try- Yeah, we could have hit the baby with it. We're not. Oh, that's disgusting. shoot an arrow at a baby.
I mean,
That's
I'm
dangerous
I
and
really
reckless.
wasn't expecting you to attack it. There's no way. No.
Right. I'm going to go to bed because it's 3 a.m.
Just,
Oh boy.
All right.
just like I didn't think you were going to be able to beat that creature today. Like I did not think that was going to happen. But you guys rolled so high, you just killed him right out. I was like, wow.
I don't think I rolled under like a 20 all evening.
That was like an
must be
absurd encounter. But you guys just hit him so hard, you had no way to come back from that. That was impressive.
I mean, honestly, if we knew that tossing of the book would have let us escape hell, I mean, shit, would have gave it to him along. Would have gave it to him in the first
Yeah,
turn.
it's like, nah,
See?
here, take it.
So maybe there are moments
Take it
where
and fuck off.
Giovanni should be a good person.
That's
Is it, is
Son of a
it good
shit.
giving a book of great evil to like a demon?
This dude was on this fish dude's on the side of our ship. He just killed somebody. Like, give me the book. Like,
Yeah.
no, fuck off.
Yeah, it would.
Valid.
Yeah, it would have happened either way.
All right then. Now, well, we lost the book anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That was fun.
I don't think it's a good idea to leave the book here, though.
You think it's a
And
better
just-
idea to bring it up to the surface where
Yeah,
stupid
do you
people
wanna
read from it
carve
and condemn entire towns to devils?
Or do you want
I'm
to
not
carve
that-
that around hell?
I don't know. I mean, it could be a bargaining chip, couldn't it?
Well, it's lost now, so is Rendar. We don't know where they are.
Oof.
And the
When
horse
Adam
that
comes back, I'm
fucking
half
protects
expecting
him.
Rendar to just show up with the book. Like, hey,
I found this
found you.
guy. I found this book on the street. Comes on his horse.
Just
Just Costa, like, where the hell have you been?
He's still on his
Whoever's in
horse.
charge. Here, take it. Send us back.
Oh, that'd be
All
great.
right, thanks for a great session, and I'll see you guys all next week.
Next week.
Have a good,
Bye.
good time,
See you next
guys.
week.
Yep.
Good night. Bye.
Thanks, Sebastian.
You're welcome. Oh, thanks for joining, guys. See you next time.